my family would drink wine.
Really? Not champagne?
Or champagne, whatever. It seemed special when I was a kid, but then when I became a teenager, it was like, they drink every day of the week. What does it fucking matter if it tastes different?
Because that day they drink champagne.
Champagne?
Champagne.
Futurama shit. Was it just me, or did Greg actually join the party?
He did.
Okay.
He's just not in the game.
I don't hear him.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I don't hear his ass either.
Why not have his shit hooked up?
Well, let me know if you want those dice, woman.
Eh.
Okay, I'm taking that as a no. Did you see those sales I posted, Jared?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm pretty sure you already bought that one game, though.
Yeah.
The dot hack. Okay.
I got both of those games you posted.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I looked at that Altair or whatever the hell it is, and I was like, oh, hey, is this like a Warriors type game? And it looked like it from the movie I saw, but and I checked Co-Optimus and it doesn't have co-op.
It's some Warriors type game, and it wasn't made by Koei.
Yeah, I didn't know other people made those. I mean, I guess except for Senran Kagura. There
There
you
he
are.
is.
Welcome to the world.
We're in lobby A, password B.
Yeah.
Quite
Hur- Hurry before the other person watching this sees it. And jumps on our game.
Yeah.
What the hell are you wearing, Jared?
What?
What is that weapon?
Don't Slayer stuff.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I need new armor. The tit armor is fun, but it's a little past its prime.
There's a lot of tit showing on Jared's.
I know. What were those items I said I needed?
Hey, Boobzilla. How's it
Um,
going?
Chaos droplets. Whatever drops those.
I have no idea.
Petros arm? I need to look it up. Chaotic droplet. That's the problem with this game. You always gotta look up shit.
You can look it up in the menu.
Yeah, but I thought it didn't show you until you actually got one, and then it tells you where it is.
But I don't know. What weapon are you doing this for?
It's armor. I can't remember what it is. Black flak armor or something?
Black armor. Chaotic. It says Petro. So whatever Petros is.
Okay. Yes, let's kill some of those.
Is that big armor looking dude.
Yeah, we'll fuck him up. He's a bitch. As soon as Greg's on board.
Yeah, there we go.
And after this, Jared, I saw you playing it. We need to do some Fat Princess adventures.
Yeah.
You know we'll probably play this until Jared goes to bed.
No, there's trophies online this time.
There's a game we might be able to play next week.
What's that?
A certain game, but an update that we've been waiting for.
Oh, Terraria 2 is
Terraria?
finally getting an update.
Yep, Terraria finally got its update.
Wait, its update's out now?
Yep.
Then why the fuck are we playing Toykiden? Nah, I'm just messing. Yeah, that might be an
It's a
idea.
small update, too.
We should get Greg to drag us all to a platinum on that game. Rebecca and I are pretty close. We only need to turn the world
all
chaotic.
Of the armor, all of the pets, and
all of the armor, all the pets.
crimson.
Yeah, it might be harder now with all the new armor. I don't know if they'll affect the trophies.
Oh, God.
I don't know if it will or not.
See, it can go three ways with trophies like that. Either they can make it so that only the old ones count. They can make it so that they only count a certain number. Like, let's say there were 110 suits of armor in the game, and now they still count 110. It just gives you the trophy when you get 110, no matter what 110 you get. That was in a game. I can't remember which one, though. Or they could just be dicks and update the trophy and say, well, we used to need 110, but now you need 152. I've seen all three.
It's like real small, too. I mean, it's only like 230 megabytes.
Oh, that's small, but that's big for that game. It's like the size of the game.
It's bigger than the size of the game.
I was gonna
Game's
say.
only like fucking 100 megabytes.
How come that didn't queue up to download though?
Yeah, I don't know. I had to start it real quick and it triggered it.
I turned my automatic updates off.
Mine
So it
aren't.
sees your lobby, but it's not letting you join it.
Really? Oh, is it because Jared's in a menu, or?
Maybe.
That
Try
doesn't
it
make
again.
sense.
Try it again, Greg.
Okay. I was gonna do a whole spiel on this net neutrality thing. I'm still gonna talk about it, but I put in a lot of information onto
Yeah, I saw that.
onto Discord just so I'd have it all at my fingertips. And I'm like, I don't want to try and give a fucking lecture on it because I'm not a fucking lawyer. Suffice it to say that Ajit Pai, fucking king douche cunt fuck, a reason why we need to ban curry from the United States forever, just followed through with his promise to repeal net neutrality, and they voted on a party line vote 3-2 to repeal it. And just like all Republican things, they have no real backup for it, because the reason we got net neutrality was a decade-long battle between ISPs trying to fuck consumers and fuck innovation, namely Skype. I saw Skype come up a lot, and I'm guessing it was because if Skype became just this open software that allowed people to call if you had an internet connection on anything, it would pretty much kill the cell phone industry. And our lovely fucking government, always favoring the consumer over the fucking corporation, decided, no, fuck you guys. You have to pay Verizon and AT&T and all these other fucking robbers for something that someone has figured out a way to provide to everybody for free. But that's just the country we live in. And so the Republicans decided, nope, we're going to rewind the clock. We don't have any fixes to this long-standing question that was resolved, perhaps not in the most satisfactory way possible. But just like with healthcare, their solution isn't to fucking come up with anything that actually addresses the issue. It's just to fucking burn shit down and say, see? It changed. But I'll get more onto my anti-Republican
Got rid
spiel.
of that thing Obama
Yeah.
put in place.
Because
That's pretty
I'm-
much what all of this shit is.
Yeah,
Pretty much. Well, no, it's not even that. That's doing a disservice. That's
Well,
what a
yeah,
lot of it is for
but-
Trump. But for Ajit Pai, he is a
Oh, yeah, his is
Verizon.
financial.
He is a
Entirely.
a former Verizon employee. He is 100% in their pocket. This is nothing short of regulatory capture by a corporation. We set this up in the 70s when we decided corporations are people. And, I mean, I'll go even further and say something truly fucking crazy. This is becoming more clear by the day that capitalism does not fucking work as a standalone economic strategy. That's the difference between free market and capitalism. People want to say free market capitalism as if they're the same thing or inextricably bound. They are entirely not. Capitalism, more specifically corporatism, requires constant growth at whatever expense there is. And if that expense that you have to take to ensure growth doesn't mean actually adding anything valuable, and instead means bribing politicians and capturing regulations to favor yourself and squash competition and innovation, that's what you will do. As long as the shareholders are making more money every quarter. And this is the thing, these corporations have a fiduciary responsibility to obtain these outcomes. Alright? So we can't sit here and go, these corporations are evil. I mean, they are, but I wouldn't have a problem with it if we realized this is their sole purpose, their sole goal, and really that's the only thing that they should be beholden to, is making money. Fine. As long as we have another institution that opposes them and keeps them in check. But we don't. Not in this country anymore. Not since I've ever been alive. Not since anyone on this podcast has ever been alive. Has that actually been the case. So, when they try to say things like, oh no, corporations are moral, they care, and when libertarians sit there and say shit like, oh well, I mean, if they fuck things up too bad, I mean, if your water starts turning into lava and eating your face off, you'll go get another water company. So see, the free market will fix itself in the end. It's, unless you don't have another fucking water company. But, I digress. So, they repealed net neutrality, and a lot of people were saying shit like, oh god, the sky is falling, this is the end of the internet, and all that shit. And that's probably premature, but this is a necessary first step towards severe corporate fuckage. So I'm not going to say that it is the end of the internet, and I'm not going to say it's not. This was a step towards destroying the internet as we have always known it and used it. But it's not there yet. Because something, if you look into this, and I did keep my promise to actually look into this a bit. I'm still a layman, but I did try to read up on it a little bit. Something that comes up repeatedly in the history of net neutrality is the DC, I think, District Court of Appeals. And every time there has been any sort of change in the law, and it's usually been on the side of the corporations going, but we wanted to fuck people, how dare you not allow us to? But sometimes it's been for the good, too. They've gone to the DC District Court of Appeals, and they've tried to challenge these rulings on the part of the FCC, and I have no love for the FCC. As an institution, I think they've done a lot of stupid shit, but net neutrality was one of the few good things they did, and I'm sorry, I'm an adult, I have nuance, so I look at things issue by issue, and I don't go, well, these fuckers passed one thing I dislike, so I dislike everything they do. Someone was arguing me on my Facebook page, saying that the FCC has no purpose except to essentially censor, so why would I ever trust them to keep the internet free? It's like, okay, well, our government, or our military was used to put down striking workers in the fucking Gilded Age, so should I go, well, the military has been used against fucking workers, should I fucking not trust them when they have to fucking go fight Nazis? No, you fucking take it issue by issue. You don't look at things that black and white. You come off as a childish, petulant, know-nothing libertarian if you do that. But the fight for net neutrality, and this is a direct response to all the people who said incredibly stupid shit, and the number one stupid thing that's going around is the internet was fine before net neutrality, it'll be fine again. So let's dispel that.
That's the biggest thing I see.
Yeah, that's what I saw too, so I'm glad Jared could back me up on that. Because if you clicked anything about net neutrality on any social media, you will have come into this dumb shit argument saying this. So let's dispel this once and for all.
Well, it's not going to be once and for all.
Once and for all. Everyone is watching this, and everyone will agree.
Yeah, that's how it works.
God, if only.
That's probably what will happen.
I know this is going to come off incredibly conceited, but if everyone just listened to me in this country, I'm not saying it'd be perfect, but good God, how could it be worse? The earliest case that I saw of was with the Madison River Communications ISP, which prevented its subscribers from using a VoIP service that competed with their own voice call offering. Of course. This is the crux. You'll see this over and over and over again, where they would, where ISPs would not so much create fast lanes. That's the buzzword that's going around today. But the big issue that was going on over the past decade concerning net neutrality was actually bandwidth throttling, where, you know, some ISPs would give some services essentially unlimited bandwidth. Which doesn't necessarily make it faster. It can, but it doesn't necessarily. But, you know, if you watch or listen to music on their or on their service, it doesn't count towards your data limit. And yeah, 2017, we still have fucking data limits. So there are multiple ways that they can throttle your bandwidth just by making some sites exempt from data. And if you've seen there's another popular meme that goes around showing one of, I think it's an internet plan in Portugal where they don't have net neutrality. I could be getting the country wrong, but they essentially have it.
There's several of them out there.
Yeah. They essentially have it tiered based on what you want to do. And that's tiered in speed and in usage. And the reason that we're talking about this on this...
you can access.
Yes. The various sites that each bundle covers. And it's all completely arbitrary. You don't have... One, they don't have to have transparency with it. Two, you don't have any means of controlling it. And you can't even use the free market argument, because I don't know about everyone else, but I have one cable ISP here. One. That's all I got. So if Mediacom decides that they're gonna fuck me, they're gonna fuck me, and there's not a damn thing I can do about it. I can't go and get an alternative.
Free market doesn't count when these corporations pull out their army of lawyers and make sure that other companies won't come in.
Well, the free market...
They do all the fucking
yes.
time. That's not free market.
No, the free market...
We don't have free market.
No, the free market requires a few things. An informed consumer base and consumer choice and competition.
And politicians willing to allow it to happen.
Well, I mean, that kind of covers everything in a democracy, doesn't it? The politicians aren't...
have a democracy.
No, we do not.
So the people who argue that the free market, if internet companies start doing shit like that, that people will just move to a different internet company and the free market will fix itself.
I can't.
That's not going to fucking happen.
I have HughesNet.
It can't happen.
That's like the alternative I have is HughesNet.
Hey, we also have, whatever that satellite one is ridiculous.
That's HughesNet.
Is it?
Yes.
I thought it had a different name. Probably got bought by another company. Hey, we can also get, Verizon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember the plan my parents had with Verizon. $50 a month for 5 gigabytes of 3G data on their wireless hotspot. Oh, yeah. I'm going to be doing a lot of fucking gaming on that, let me tell you. So...
It was barely enough for them to even do their email.
So you have cases like, and this is... Skype requests a wireless right to attach. Here's another story that I just wanted to post about because it flies in the face of that one fucking buzzword that every Republican and every cuck voter of theirs is fucking screaming about. Innovation! Okay, let's talk about innovation. This was in 2007, where Skype requested a right to attach to pretty much every wireless device. This would give customers the right to attach any non-harmful device to wireless networks, just like they can with wired telephone networks. This would have given us the original ruling gave us things like fax machines, voicemail, and dial-up internet, which was all done through the telephone lines. This was ruled against, again, presumably because it would have done to the telephone industries what the internet did to them. I mean, or would do to mobile carriers what the same regulation did to the original telephone industry. Which essentially, I mean, if I can get any smartphone and not have to have a carrier, not to have a data plan, if I can just connect to any Wi-Fi anywhere and use Skype to call, you know, that would have changed the game. What the fuck could AT&T and Verizon have done? Or T-Mobile or any of these fuckers. So they had a vested interest in it not happening, and it didn't happen. Oh god, this guy's a fucking really polite cunt. There you go. Thanks for pulling down, Jared. So when they say shit like, "Oh, this will help with innovation," no, these telecoms have actively worked in the past to undermine innovation. Any innovation that harms their business model, they are not going to allow. And we've taken the first step to giving them the freedom to do this. Does this guy only have that one leg left?
Yeah, do you have your thing available?
Yeah, I do. I just gotta remember how to do it.
Can't go from rolling to rolling, Dick.
Hey, he has something on his back, too. Oh. Hold on, guys. Can't talk about net neutrality right now. Too busy gaming.
Well,
That's all
we
I
still
do.
can.
I did something, but it didn't get the thing on his back. Okay, whatever. So they did this with several other services, and AT&T blocked FaceTime, and Verizon threw a fit, challenging the FCC's right to enforce open internet. Verizon really, really wants to fuck you. Yeah,
I
Comcast.
thought that was pretty evident based on our bills.
Our cell phone bills aren't too bad compared to what
Not
they used
now.
to be.
They're,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're still pretty low. But...
Well, should I compare our...
Unfortunately, we pretty much don't have fucking service through anything else, really.
No, I mean, we don't. It's a local monopoly. They're all monopolies.
Oh, you got some shit on
I'm throwing down a healing circle.
I forgot how much this guy pissed me off because all he does is roll around.
Oh, eat it.
Okay. So, net neutrality was put in place directly to oppose the major ISPs that were doing things like throttling services they didn't like, especially if they had their own alternative that they were trying to push. And let's be honest, as far as I know, none of these alternatives really exist anymore. They were using their corporate muscle to throttle startup innovators, to throttle smaller services that were doing something better or cheaper or both that they couldn't or wouldn't do. So this innovation argument is utter bullshit, and net neutrality was again passed in 2015, again with a party line vote. So FYI, anyone who cares anything about freedom or consumer rights, the Democrats are not perfect, but the Republicans have a long fucking history of wanting to fuck you for their donors. Not that the Democrats don't, but you have no real argument for voting for Republicans as far as I'm concerned. Because they have shamelessly voted for this every single chance that they've had an opportunity to do so. And yeah, the internet ran pretty smoothly. We had solved this issue by making it a Title II, and in case you're wondering, Rebecca, where Mediacom stands on this, they do not like net neutrality. They say it right on their website because they think that registering the internet as a Title II... I mean, Title II is like a 1930s law, man. Like, it's an old, outdated regulation. How are you still using that?
Really?
That's their argument. That is, well, it's inappropriate for this service. So we'll see, but...
Didn't, I think it was, 2013 or 14 or something, Comcast was throttling or threatening Netflix with something, I think.
Let me go look. I might not have.
Yeah, they were
Comcast...
trying to...
Right. Let me find my shit. I have this all written down here. The FCC opens in... This is 2014. In the wake of news that Netflix began paying Comcast and Verizon fees to resolve video quality issues, the FCC begins investigating interconnection and peering agreements. So, that's a good point, because they've already done this in the past, and don't feel sorry for Netflix, right? If Netflix, they're not going to suffer if they have to pay Comcast or Mediacom or AT&T or Verizon. They're not going to suffer. They're going to pass the cost on to you. You're going to pay for any increase in price they have. And who does this serve? Who benefits from this? Because I can tell you who it isn't. That's us who are fucking paying for Netflix and paying for our ISP. All this does is make us pay more money to those two services, which under an ideal situation ends up in the hands of our ISP entirely. So there is no benefit to the consumer. There's no benefit to innovation. There's no benefit to the market. There is no benefit really to anyone except the ISPs, the big corporations who are already overcharging us. And in case you forgot, I will bring this up. They were supposed to create a nationwide high-speed fiber optic network, and they've been charging us every month for years for the infrastructure for this, to the tune of $400 billion.
Yeah,
Do you have fucking fiber optic network where you live, Greg? Because I don't have fiber optic network.
No.
$400 billion these fuckers have pocketed of our money, and we haven't got shit out of it. They haven't been legislated against. They haven't been regulated.
Technically, it's because technically they did their job. The dark fiber's in the ground. It's the connection to the end customer that's not being done.
They lived up to the word, but they didn't fulfill. And it's because we have people in our government supposedly representing us that have no intention of holding these fuckers accountable. They get paid by them. So, in case you're wondering, I'm not partisan. I dropped any pretenses of belonging to a political party over a year ago. And if you're wondering why people were so pissed at Hillary for talking to the fucking banks and going, oh, you poor guys, you're just so misunderstood. This is why. Because the problem in America isn't the fucking Republicans, it isn't the Democrats, it's every fucking politician who works for them. Works for these big fucking corporations. And that's most of the people on both sides. The thing that I'm going to rail about the Republicans against is they are so brazen about it that it is obscene. So there are a few things that we can do. Like I said,
just
the
look at all the
DC
people
Court of
who've been
Appeals
appointed in the last year.
Some of the things that have happened. Well, we can talk about Peterson, but I don't want this to go too off track from the issue of gaming and net neutrality itself. But if you saw the testimony of one of Trump's judicial nominees, some guy named Peterson, this is the most pathetic thing you've ever fucking seen. This is a national embarrassment, which I know has lost some of its sting because that's basically any fucking day with the Trump administration.
Yeah,
but the guy doesn't know the first
year.
fucking thing about courtroom proceedings. He has never, as far as I know, he's never fucking been in a courtroom setting where he was defending or prosecuting anyone. And there's gonna be a fucking judge?
Really?
Yeah, he's a right-wing blogger.
Fucking shit is that?
So, God, I'm getting off track from this shit, from my rant. But I'm not partisan. I don't like the Democrats. I don't like the Republicans. I voted for an independent last time because I wouldn't give the Democrats my vote. But the Democrats are pushing for net neutrality. You can look at every fucking vote that has happened on a simple party line basis. The Democrats have voted for the consumer in this case. And I'm not going to give them carte blanche on everything because they don't always do it.
Just this.
On this. So if you care about net neutrality, the elections in 2018 are coming up, and they are more important than the fucking presidential elections. This is something that people don't understand. I can write to my fucking congressman all day, and I did. Well, I didn't write to him. I called him. I emailed Edgett Pie. I fucking called the FCC. They don't care. They do not give a shit. Bob Corker voted against this tax scam bill that just happened. He was the only Republican that did so, and they bribed him openly by putting a new provision in the Senate and House collaborative version that directly benefited him. And now he's voting for it. So it doesn't fucking matter if you petition them. You have to get them out of fucking office. That's the only thing you can do, because they don't care about their constituents. They do not care about democracy. So,
yeah, they haven't cared in a while. That's
I know. And I'm not going to say vote for the Democrats, although if you care about net neutrality, you should. If you have a primary running in your state, look for a Justice Democrat. These are people that are... I fucking don't like the Young Turks, but they are right on a few issues. And two of those issues are the Justice Democrats and Wolfpack. And Wolfpack is a state-by-state initiative to get money out of politics, and they're trying to get enough states to pass an amendment to overturn the Supreme Court ruling. I don't see how you could support that, or not support that, regardless of who the fuck you are in this country, unless you are bribing a politician, in which case, carry on, right? You're not watching this anyways. And the Justice Democrat platform, they are not taking any corporate or PAC money running their candidates. They're Democratic candidates. They're challenging Democrats in the primaries. So I would say vote for a Justice Democrat if you have one running in your area, because the Democrats are shitty too. You have to get rid of the Republicans. that's something you just have to do. I don't care what your political leanings are. If you're right, if you're left, they're not representing you. They're just not. And as bad as the Republicans are, the Democrats will always be a step behind them. The Overton window has shifted so far to the right that the Democrats today are basically pretty close to George Bush level of right. I mean, we do not have a right wing and a left wing. We have a far right wing and a right wing. That's the country right now, and they both serve their donors. But there's multiple ways you can do this, and that's by getting rid of both of them. It's hard for a third party to compete, so I fully endorse doing a left-wing progressive takeover of the Democratic Party. At least that way, if one party isn't representing their donors, you have an option in the elections if you don't like that. Or at the very least, if you beat the Republicans, the far-right crazy bullshit, with something that's a little more fucking moderate, at least, maybe they can get pulled back into the left. Because things are too fucking crazy right now. So these are your options if the litigation doesn't work, which is entirely out of our hands. And it very well could, because like with that tax scam bill, they didn't let experts speak. They ran this by with very little fucking public or professional input. And they do not care what experts think. They do not care what the population thinks. So you have to get rid of them. That's the only option you have.
In the media, they outright lie about what the tax bill does. It only talks about a couple things that could possibly, if you don't understand tax law, be construed as a good thing for you.
Yeah, I saw an article earlier today on Facebook talking about are your favorite deductions getting removed, and one of the ones they mentioned is the estate tax. Who in this fucking podcast has an estate? No one? Okay. let me, yeah, this is a pretty easy solution for you. Do you have an estate? No? Then you don't pay an estate tax. If you ever went, can I afford that? You don't have an estate tax. And they'll call it the death tax. Boo fucking who. It's a transfer of wealth from one generation to the next. Tough titties, we're taxing it. They don't fucking deserve it. Paris Hilton didn't earn that fucking money. I don't give a shit. If I have to pay to go buy a fucking head of lettuce at Walmart, Paris Hilton can pay to inherit her daddy's money.
You know, if they're smart, they just transfer it to their children while they're alive.
I know, like...
That requires tax, too.
Yeah. I think it's taxed at a different rate, but, I mean, there's tax... Well, there should be.
You have a limit, there's a certain amount that you can gift for free.
Yeah.
With no tax, and it's like $10,000 or $20,000, I think, in a lifetime.
It's enough to pay for your kids to go to college. And, I mean, they're cutting all those deductions, too. You used to be able to get deductions on all that shit.
Not anymore, because college has gone up so much.
But I don't want to get into the shit entirely. I'm talking about if you do not want to have to buy a gaming package and pay more for your internet and have your fucking ISP determine what you can do online... And this fucks all kinds of startups.
Quit coming after me.
Did you pull him on his ass?
Oh.
No, I just shot him in the fucking face.
Okay.
I ripped something?
No.
He's always coming after me. I'm sick of it.
I guess I got rid of his tail.
Yeah.
But if you don't want to pay your ISPs a tax to use whatever services you want, then you got to vote these fuckers out. That's the only solution, because you can't appeal to their sense of decency. They don't have any decency.
Yeah.
They don't care about you. They care about their donors. And they're going to get this tax bill passed. That's lost. I gave up on that as soon as Trump was elected. This was a bunch of dumb motherfuckers voting for a billionaire with a history of scamming people out of money going, he's on my side. He's so not on your side that he's contemplating taking away regulations that protect coal miners from black lung. The one thing I used to joke about with this fucking administration is, well, at least the miners are happy, because Trump was always, well, clean coal, we gotta bring back coal. Like, what the fuck does this dude care about fucking coal? It's a fucking, tagline, we gotta fucking keep digging up dinosaurs despite the fact that there are vastly more jobs in renewable energy, and it's fucking far more efficient to just switch to these sorts. Even go nuclear is a much better option than coal. Fucking coal? In 2017, this reminds me of that fucking debate between Obama and Romney, where Romney bitched about, oh, we have so few ships in our Navy now, and Obama was like, yeah, they're obsolete. We also have less horses in the military, too. It's the same sort of thing. I'm sorry, but that was the best thing Obama ever did in his 8 years of presidency. Was that one fucking line.
And net neutrality.
Well, he didn't do that. I mean, I think he appointed Ajit Pai. Not as FCC commissioner, mind you, but I'm not carrying water for Obama. I think he was a piece of shit who lied to his constituents, and it was a general disappointment. But you know, there are levels.
Yeah.
So you got to vote against these fuckers, because it looks like they're just trying to do everything they can to enrich themselves and their donors as much as humanly possible while they have this majority in the House and Senate. And if we do get rid of them and do break their power, which I think is likely, then you got to switch immediately and start holding the Democrats responsible. And you have to make them, because it's not enough to just have a D by your name. You have to live up to the shit that people voted for you for. So If they run on net neutrality, if they run on... Good God, can you imagine them actually running on Medicare for all, how fucking much the Democrats would fucking win if they had the balls to actually have some policy foresight? But once you get rid of the bad fuckers, you have to get the new fuckers to not do the same shit.
This is the party that couldn't beat Donald Trump.
I know. Well, I mean...
They're so out of touch with people.
That's why I'm saying vote for a Justice Democrat. Don't
a lot
vote.
of people voted for Trump, and they just hit the whole R, and that's where we got fucked. Because fine, protest Trump or protest vote for the president to be Trump, but you needed to fucking be really careful who you put under him. They didn't, and this is why we're getting fucked.
I mean, because
if Trump didn't have a fucking majority, he wouldn't be able to pass this shit.
The Republicans are definitely running like they know they've got to make the most of it, and we can't allow them. Like, we've seen how much shit the Republicans have managed to get done. I mean, it's not nearly as much as they should have been able to get done, considering that they control every branch of government. And they're still complaining about the mainstream media and conspiracies and shit. You control everything. Shut the fuck up, you pussies.
I need more of those chaotic droplets.
Yeah, I do too. But if the Democrats win, or whoever the fucking win, I say vote for Justice Democrats. Vote for people who actually aren't taking some rich fucker's money. Because they're taking some rich fucker's money, they're not gonna fucking do what you want them to do. Unless, the rich guy
They're not on your side if taking millions of dollars from corporations.
Here's a new campaign idea, and this might sound overly simplistic, but I think it'll work. Vote for the poorest motherfucker in every race.
Are you not pushing to clear missions? What are we doing here?
At some point you need to stop and get gear, don't you? Because I'm wearing gear that I haven't upgraded in a long time.
Yeah, Craig.
We should push missions so we can unlock the next tier of gear.
I know, but eventually you have to stop and get this. See, this is the thing. But, like I was saying, if you get change in Washington, you can't just sit on your laurels. You can't let them not do anything. You can't let them say, well, I mean, it would be too much work to change it. Too fucking bad. That's what you were elected for. Do the goddamn job. You can't let them say, well, we can't get rid of this tax plan. Yes, you can. We can't bring back net neutrality like that. Yes, you can. So, and that's one of the things the Democrats do frequently, is when they get any bit of power, they start going, well, I mean, we should look for bipartisan solutions. No! When you fucking try to find the middle ground between crazy fucking asshole and corporate stooge, it's a bad fucking middle ground. You don't want to be halfway towards that. So, okay, there. I'm done with net neutrality. This is not a good thing. Anyone telling you it's a good thing that'll help innovation. Here's a good question to ask, right? If anyone ever says, oh, it'll help innovation, Ask them what innovation. What innovation in the past 2 years exactly has been stifled by net neutrality? Just see if they can name anything. Because you can find plenty of instances of innovation that was stifled before net neutrality.
Hey, it stifled their ability to fuck us horribly.
That's not innovation.
There you go.
We've been doing that for a long time.
Even then, like some of the arguments that some people have sound good, but that's only when they're like taken as is and not in like the real world that we live in.
We'll never take anything as it
that we live in.
Yeah.
We don't get new companies because people like Verizon and AT&T will shut them out. That's the real world. Lobbyists are killing the ability of startups to even exist. That's the real world.
And for the love of fuck, don't trust ISPs. ISPs aren't going to do anything now. They're not changing your internet plans tomorrow. Although I will point out that Comcast has changed their free and open internet pledge. Oh, they did that. They changed some shit in there and took some shit out. But they aren't going to do it right now. There's a lot of public scrutiny. The new rules haven't been registered yet, and they've got rounds of appeals to go through. So if they don't do it in a year, if they don't do it in 2 years, you're not fucking clear.
And they'll do it a little bit at a time, here and there, so that, you know, the slow boil kills the frog. But if you drop a frog in boiling water, it's gonna hop out.
Yeah, so... And don't give them any benefit of the doubt. Not a bit. Even if it seems like they might not do it, why give them the legislative freedom to do it? There's no reason they need to be able to do this legally. None at all. Would you take my word for it? You know, if you gave me all your fucking credit card numbers and your bank account numbers, and I gave you my word, I wasn't going to steal your money. Would you fucking trust me? On my word? Knowing that there was nothing you could fucking do if I decided to steal your money? No, that's why you have the fucking password in the first place. You protect yourself from assholes trying to rob you. That's just common sense. This is your democracy, not theirs. Well, it's their oligarchy, but goddammit, it should be a democracy. Or well,
yeah.
You know, a democratic republic. Yeah, republic. Yeah, fuck
Whatever.
you motherfuckers, and your fucking nitpicky bullshit. You know what I mean? No taxation without representation. We fucking fought the British for this shit 200 years ago. And don't act like this is too petty to fight. We didn't want to pay a stamp tax, a paper tax, because the British came and fought the French on our behalf, and we went, well, we don't want to fucking pay for the war you fought, so we're not going to pay this fucking tax. So we're going to throw you shit in the harbor. Yes, Americans are absolutely petty enough to do this. History has proven it out, and we celebrate these fuckers as heroes. So if you throw a legislative fit about having to pay more for internet, you are doing your goddamn founding fathers proud.
Yeah. Do your patriotic duty or something. Bastards.
America is built on a fine tradition of not wanting to pay for shit that they don't really need. Except the internet, we do really need it because... I mean, that's another thing I've seen too, is people going,
but we
well...
don't want to pay for it to be slowed
come on,
down.
Come on, the internet's not a right. It's not a right to go look up cute cat pictures. You try finding a paper fucking application in today's world. Because I tried it a few years ago, and it was not fucking easy. So...
You can't get a job without the internet. You can't do a job without the internet.
I mean, I'd even go further in towards conspiratorial land, where I would go... you know why this net neutrality shit...
Online.
You know why this net neutrality shit isn't being all that well covered by, you know, the mainstream media? They're all owned by fucking corporations.
Yeah, and those corporations are part of the fucking telecoms a lot of the time.
Not only that, but...
Time Warner Cable is.
Not only that, that's true too, but all their fucking competition that isn't beholden to the same interests that they are, that can actually tell you the fucking truth, is on the internet.
Yep.
They lose all their small-scale competition if the internet is restricted. So, I mean, this is much of a matter of free information, which is required for participation in a functional democracy. So, alright. That's all I got to say about net neutrality. Honest. I carried on longer than I wanted to, but I guess that's as much as I honestly should have expected. So, anyone have anything else to say about net neutrality, or can we get to something interesting like games?
Yeah.
Well, net neutrality affects games.
I know, but it also bleeds into politics too much.
Here, Craig.
Yeah, that's the only reason I really wanted to talk about it, is because it is gaming.
Oh. I forget that I can't use my grappling thing when I have a full charge bar. It's new for me.
Alright, Rebecca was playing the story earlier, so she could catch up and do some of the crazy kid things that we've been doing, like yanking big fat monsters off their feet. Alright, so Monster Hunter World is having another beta on the 22nd. It's an open beta. I don't know if it's just all the same shit as before. I kind of suspect it will be, but I hope it won't be.
It probably will be. I think it's open to everyone.
Yeah, I'm thinking it will be, so there's no real need to go into it unless you really want the practice with the weapons. I was fucking around with the charged blade after we were done playing and getting the hang of the button combos. I like that everything is basically just 3 buttons. But there's a lot of complexity in there, and that charged blade, man, it can do some shit. So I might try and give that a go.
Musical weapon is something else too, I think.
I thought you were playing with the switch axe.
Ooh, what'd you say? I'm sorry.
I thought you were playing with the switch axe.
Yeah, I was, but I tried out the musical weapon.
Oh, okay. I mean, it doesn't matter to me what you play as.
I mean, I just enjoy that it has a lot of variety. Like, I'm not good at it.
Oh.
it's got a lot of variety.
As long as you stay away from my charged blade. And Rebecca was playing with the dual daggers. I have dual swords. A lot of people...
Yeah. Dual daggers.
Yeah, a lot of people found... That's a popular choice for a lot of people, too. That's what I think Cassie is going to use. I think she said that's her main. And apparently she's on board to write Monster Hunter World, so that'll be our second collaboration. The first one was Fire Emblem, so...
Yeah, looks like I'll be writing probably something else completely different.
Yeah, good God. Right, they delayed Ni no Kuni 2 again, and they delayed Far Cry 5, so they're both coming out in March now, I think. Am I right, Jared?
Yep.
Okay. So Jared is kind of like... Yeah, nothing for the next 4 months? Greg was kind of worried. He said... So what's he gonna do, or something like that? I'm like, oh, he'll be fine. They got plenty of other shit for him to work on.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, you have your heart set on the game, and you're like, fuck. I hope y'all mad now.
Now he's gonna start rolling around like a little fucker.
Ooh. Oh, now's the time where we can start pulling things off.
Yeah, his legs.
Oop, why didn't that grab?
Cut your arm off. There it goes. Fuck you.
Eat a dick, guy. Hideo Kojima discusses Death Stranding gameplay lore. Death Rain babies. I didn't read this article, Jared. You have to explain. You posted it. So that's you.
I don't know, he explained something. He explained that there was a part of the trailer that he showed at the Game Awards and stuff like that that was actual gameplay or something like that.
Bullshit. I didn't see any gameplay.
That's subtle.
Oh, it's... I don't know. I don't... I'm not on board for that game, guys. I'm sorry. I know it's Kojima, but I haven't seen anything about that game that makes me even the slightest bit interested.
We haven't really seen anything at all.
Exactly! Like, why are people getting excited about it?
You know why. I've told you several times.
I know why. Kojima, okay.
That is literally all there needs to be.
No, it is, like,
that
not
is
even...
literally the reason. You don't ask what the
he's
reason
saying
is,
that's all some
and then
people
when
mean.
I tell you what the reason is,
That's
you're
not
like,
a good.
no.
That's not a good reason.
That's not good enough for you.
How is that good
That's
enough
the
for
reason
anybody?
For other people.
Okay, is that your reason, Greg?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I think you underestimate how much people love Metal Gear Solid.
This isn't Metal Gear Solid!
I think you underestimate how much people love the person who made Metal Gear Solid.
Oh
To be
god.
fair, Nathan, when you hear a studio or a creator making something that you really liked in the past, like Obsidian or
No. Because I have this direct comparison. When people say, "Oh, Chris Avellone is writing for this game," or "Fergus Ukart is doing something," I'm like, okay, well, I hope it doesn't suck. I don't go, "This is going to be the best thing ever" because of name. I go, well, maybe.
Well, okay, people. Well, that's what led to the hype failure of fucking No Man's Sky.
Wait, there's a big name working on No Man's Sky?
No, I mean, people hype up shit way too much.
I know. I learned my lesson back when I was 16. I really liked the first Devil May Cry game, so I was following Devil May Cry 2 religiously. They were talking about, oh man, the world's going to be this much bigger, and there's going to be 2 characters. Like, yes! Bigger! More! Things! And I get the game and I play it, and I'm jumping up that fucking first burning building being attacked by some fucking helicopter with demon jizz on it, and I'm like, I'm using my guns to kill everything. This is not very good. That's when I learned not to give a shit who is doing something. Anybody can fuck anything up.
You're absolutely right, and yet here we are.
Okay, some people haven't learned these lessons, which again reiterates my point. Everyone should listen to me. I have learned. I've made, and you know what? Devil May Cry 2 was the last game I bought at full price that I regretted. That's not bad for as many games as I've bought since then. So, okay. I know different people have different things. Can we have a higher bar of higher standards? Like Kojima, fine, okay, he's brilliant, he can do great shit, but can we not wait until there's some gameplay and go, seems to be on par with some of the shit he might have done before?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to it, but it's not like I pre-ordered it or talked about it every chance we get on the podcast.
Okay.
You bring it up more than anybody.
Because I see people fucking adulating it, and I don't
you
fucking
bring
get
it
it.
Up more than anybody.
I do.
You are the
Because
biggest supporter of this game.
Biggest supporter, biggest promoter, I'd say.
Maybe not supporter, but you are the biggest. You spread the most.
I bring it up the most, yes.
Well, it's because we're in a slow news period, and there's a lot of articles about it.
Oh, we're gonna. Well, I mean, it was the Game Award, so
to be fair, there was throat babies.
Throat babies.
I mean, I feel like throat babies. Let alone throat babies is just that's worth talking about alone right there.
Is that when a cannibal gets indigestion, or is that why you shouldn't swallow?
That's when they have the tums.
That's when the trailer just went into complete what the fuck territory.
That's when the trailer went into what the fuck territory.
Well, it was interesting in the first minute or two. When you had invisible creatures killing the soldiers or whatever, the researchers or whatever, and dragging them into like goo.
I mean, I'm not critiquing the game's art. Well, I'm not critiquing the Thing's art style, or any of that. If he was making a movie, I'd be like, well, that looks creepy, but it's a video game, so I want to see a little video game. Is it not too much to ask for?
Damn it, I only got one of those stupid things.
I don't have any more rutile.
You only get one. You get one guaranteed at all. Every mission we do.
We only need to do one more. Let's do one more and then we're done. And we'll go on to other shit and appease Greg. Sound good, Greg?
You're absolutely killing me. I don't want to fight the same thing 3 times in a row.
Okay, let's go on to the next thing then. I can survive. The only thing that's left is a helmet, and I'm good. Well,
I need the boots.
Do we absolutely need to do this again?
We can do one mission and then do it again. To break it up.
There's a new one. There's a new mission that has the same
It's
monster.
not going to drop the thing that I need.
There's a new mission that has the same monster in it. If it's the same monster,
okay.
why wouldn't
well,
it drop the thing
yeah,
you
go with that.
Let's do that then.
Whatever.
That's what I'm saying. Be smart.
Okay,
Jesus.
let's do that. We're fine.
Not that hard.
That's not what you conveyed earlier. I don't care.
Greg, you are going to hate Monster Hunter World, I just gotta say. Because it's the same thing. You're fighting the same thing over and over again for different parts.
Look, but it's a new mission. It's going to be a new clear on our record.
That's all he cares about.
Okay. Well, I mean, okay. You might want to cancel that pre-order is all I'm saying.
Don't tell him that. Just let him buy it. It's got a platinum.
So does this. Well, yeah, Greg's like, I want to work towards it, damn it. Okay.
Oh, I did get 2 more platinums since we last talked.
I've only got 1.
This one comes with one of these things.
Well, let me finish the story, then we'll talk about our platinums. How about that, Greg? Because everyone wants to hear about our platinums. So here's some interesting tidbits. This is from Gamatsu. That's a good site. I think it's one dude who does all this, isn't it?
What, Gamatsu?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he has other people.
Oh, okay. Well, shout out to Gamatsu, because they're a reliable source of news, and they don't feed me bullshit. I like them as a news source. One of the themes of this game is life and death. Oh god, riveting. It's a fucking genius. So I want people to realize that when they die in the game, that isn't the end. What the fuck does that even mean?
What game are you talking about, Bruce?
Death Stranding. One of the themes is life and death, but when you die, you don't stay dead. Okay, well, then it's not a very good theme.
Well, in a lot of games, you don't stay dead.
Well, I know, that's the thing. So he's talking like, hey, do you know this game that when you die, you can continue? You don't fucking say. Yeah, we gotta get rid of this little lizard fucker. He's a dick.
Yeah, he keeps summoning more shit.
By the way, if you want to play a game that actually has an interesting take on dying, play Planescape Torment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or Bloodborne.
Well, in Planescape Torment, your character actually learns things, and you can complete quests by dying. Dying is a way to complete quests. It's some quest solutions. But I won't spoil it. It's a very good game. Quit moving. I want to kill you. Partway through the latest trailer, Sam, played by Norman Reedus, watched as an explosion engulfs a giant. From there, he awakens in a world submerged in water. According to Kojima, this is where players are transported each time they die. Can be freely explored in first person because of a unique ability possessed by Sam, which enables him to wander outside his body and recover items, among other things. At that point, you're not dead or alive. Kojima said it's the equivalent of that screen that says continue and a counter ticking down towards 0. Okay, so when you die, you have a free spirit wandering thing. That's not that bad. Maybe they can use death in that game to be a mechanic. Like, I don't know, maybe you can pass through some object when you die, so you gotta get an enemy to kill you. Because that would be kind of Planescape-ish, actually. When you are ready to return to the world of the living, you can get back in your body. Rather than set you back to a point before you die, you're transported back to the world after your death, where your actions maintain an aura of persistence. I mean, you can promise this shit, but I want to know how it plays out in the game. So as you saw in the trailer, you saw the crater, and when you come back, it's still there. I mean, isn't that kind of like Nier Automata? When you die, you can go back and you encounter your corpse.
Your corpse.
I still need to play that game.
There's a indie game by Ray Ford that does that too. The Mummy Demastered.
Regarding multiplayer, Kojima said, that is also one big part of the game I can't talk too much about, but I definitely want to try something different for online. Hopefully it's not allowing players to sneak into your base and destroy or steal your nuke. There are a lot of people out there that still enjoy single-player games, aside from some microtransactions. Hey, but that's not what EA said!
Yeah.
EA can suck a dick.
Only if you buy the EA sucks dick microtransactions.
Yeah, almost dead.
God damn it, stop walking slowly away from me, you bastard. Greg's like, stop walking slowly towards me. Yeah, screw it. I'm bored of reading this. This fucking shit just... Yes, there's lots of symbolism. Kojima going into great depths to explain why old gameplay mechanics in his game actually mean extra special super secret stuff. Jesus Christ. Alright, what were these?
They're implemented by Kojima, so
what
they obviously are like 10,000 times better than any other.
Well, yeah, I mean, if a normal person did it 20 years ago, who gives a fuck? Is Kojima doing it again now? What were these two games you platinumed, Greg?
Exactly.
Hmm?
What were these two games you platinumed?
Oh.
He forgot.
Did you kill the lizard thing?
Yeah, we killed that
Yes.
lizard. Yeah, fuck. God, this guy's barely
Too busy
scratched.
running away from this big guy. I platinumed Ultimate Despair Girls, the Danganronpa first-person shooting game, which is really neat. And what else did I forgot the second one.
He's 8. It's pretty bad when I remember what games you platinum and you didn't.
What was it? That is really
He's
bad.
8.
Oh, East 8. Yeah.
You wrote a guide for it, Greg.
You think I would remember that? Actually, I
Damn
had a
that
speed
Greg.
run. Like, you can get every trophy in that game, except for in one playthrough, except for the complete the game on nightmare mode. And you have to do there's more than one ending in that game. You have to do like the best ending on nightmare.
Over here.
So I basically speed ran through the nightmare mode in 2 cities.
That's not too bad. I played through Fat Princess Adventures twice on my own on hard and cake mirror difficulty yesterday. It's not that hard. If you do some of the grindhouse missions on cake mirror to get some levels and get some gear upgrades. I mean, if I can do it, it's pretty fucking easy. But I'm one trophy away from platting that game, so.
The multiplayer trophy.
Yeah. So Jared's gonna have to come and do that. Funny thing is, Jared was the one who started. He wasn't like begging me to do it, but he kept saying things and dropping hints. It was a Jared, hey, hint, hint, come help me with this. And then he convinced me to go try Cake Mare, and I was like, oh, he says this is easy. Let's see how bad it is. And it's not that bad. Well, then I've been.
So what would I have to do as somebody who's only done the main story?
You would have to do grindhouse. You'd have to do grindhouse runs on Cake Mare difficulty, which isn't hard. Play an archer and switch to that porcupine bow. Every time you do a run, which if you do the first level, it can take 10 minutes to run. You'll get around 15,000 gold and 3 or 4 of those upgrade gems. And you just do that repeatedly until you've got all your shit maxed. And yeah, I mean, you can also do hard mode pretty much any time you've upgraded your stuff a few times, because hard mode isn't that hard. And just play through the game on hard and Cake Mare.
Play through it 5 times with
No.
like the different personalities.
Well, you only have to do, I think, earn so much gold with them. And the different personalities are just like emo or hero, so you basically...
You get so much gold from...
yeah. open 2 chests on one of your cake mare runs in the grindhouse, and that'll clear that trophy for that.
And then switch personalities.
Yeah, and then switch personalities after each run. So that doesn't take that long at all. You're talking maybe an hour to do that. And then one of the ones that takes a little, because you do have to grind. Like the more you level up your weapons and armor, the easier cake mare will be. It's not that hard overall, but you also have to max one weapon as an engineer or soldier. So you are looking at about 200,000 gold for each of those. But your gem earning will far outpace your gold.
You can just upgrade the fucking basic weapon.
Yeah, but the basic ones get as strong as some of the late ones and ended up costing about the same. Like the last upgrade for the base engineer weapon was 25 grand. So, which was pretty much the price of some of the higher end items too, from what I saw. So it's not that hard. One good day of grinding should get you just about there, really.
Yeah, and you can pretty much you need to have 25 gems on you at once.
Yeah, and that's not that hard because you'll be doing that many runs anyways. So
yeah,
it's very, very platable, Greg. But we're kind of in a break right now, so I think we should get some fucking Diablo 3 done at some point. That'd be a nice game to wrap up before I have to start writing seriously again.
Yeah, for sure.
If I can ever get Rebecca to move the PS3 into her room. Might as well hook up the PS3 while you still have net neutrality to protect you. Before we can't afford to play online with Greg and Jared.
Good riddance. Oh, one. On Greg, not Jared. I don't mind Jared. He's alright.
Damn.
Being mean again for no reason.
Yeah, she's being mean.
Yep.
I played or I platted that Nightmares of the Deep, whatever. That one was more annoying than I thought it would be. I bought that one because it's supposed to be an easy platinum, and then I'm sitting here doing this mahjong shit, and I'm like, good God, these controls are fucking terrible. It was so bad I had to complain to Greg about it.
I kind of like mahjong.
Oh, I like mahjong. I just don't like having to use an analog stick to complete a mahjong puzzle in under a minute.
Oh yeah, that would be fucking ass.
Oh, there's a trick to that trophy.
I guess I did it the hard way then.
Yeah, you can do the hidden game thing until you got like 3 left, and then switch over to the mahjong and like 90% of the tiles will be drawn.
I think the boss is glitched.
Well, that's his problem, not ours.
Well, he won't die.
His health is pretty low, so he better fucking die. But, yeah, hopefully Jared and I will have a new platinum soon. That's good stuff. I'm very close to platinuming Battle Chasers. That game's really fun, by the way. Although it still crashes somewhat more than it should.
Yeah, it crashed several times while I was in there.
Yeah. But it's still a fun game.
We spent an entire night, like, he was playing it, and I was watching it, and we just spent the whole night talking about it, and watching it.
Yeah, she was captivated.
Before I was like, what the shit? I just lost an entire day.
Well, that'll teach you.
Of time off. Just, like, that's all we did.
I actually really felt the urge to write a review for it for some reason.
A review? You were talking about writing a guide for it.
Oh, I want to write that too, but
Yeah.
I want to write everything. I'm gonna break in on Greg's turf, start writing reviews. I just need to get a job where I can write reviews while I'm getting paid to do something else. That'd be sweet. Oh yeah, I bought a new mouse, and that's not newsworthy because it's a cheap-ass mouse, but there's something funny that goes on with it. My laptop only has 3 USB ports, which is pretty standard. And I have a USB splitter connected to my my laptop cooler. And the mouse and my speakers are both connected to this USB splitter. So when I have the speakers on but nothing is playing, and I move the mouse, I'll get feedback through my speakers kind of in tune with the mouse movements. It's the damnedest thing. It's really weird. I made Rebecca listen to it, so she can confirm I'm not making shit up.
That's creepy.
Oh, that helmet looks stupid.
Make it so you can't see it then.
I'm just not gonna make it. I didn't get a chaotic droplet. I am sad.
I got one.
I am sad. The game screwed me. Now we have to fight it again. Right, Greg?
Now I'm fully wearing it. I look cool now. Yay! I don't look like a retarded bird
I can
that
make
got
a gun that you can do from that
bomb up its ass
4 times.
Conan Exiles is finally being launched officially. Coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC, both physically and digitally, May 8th. Hey, just after my birthday. What do you know? It'll cost $50 on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, $40 on the PC. They're also having a collector's edition, which will come with a figurine, a custom comic book, soundtracks, an art book, a world map, a digital comic book, and a digital RPG book. I didn't see a steelbook there, so it can go fuck itself in the ass.
Yeah, fuck you.
I would point towards this and go, maybe it's a podcast game, but frankly, if there's no peen, I'm not buying it. I'm not. Sorry.
We didn't join yet. I don't know.
I joined.
I was waiting for Nathan.
What? Fuck you all.
It'd take forever.
So, we'll see if my opinion on this game changes, but right now where it stands, no peen, no buy. And I think that's something we can all agree on. You think I'm joking? I'm not.
Swimming, dangly bits.
I will buy the game on PC. And I should probably do that sometime before it exits early access, so I can get it cheaper. But yeah, if there's no peen, I ain't paying for it on console. How dare they infantilize me by removing something from... I got really hot about that with the first Witcher game because the North American version was censored. And I was like, no you didn't. I'm finding an uncensored patch just because. Like, if it normally
That's
was
just so
censored...
they can sell it.
Yeah, I guess things were more prudish back in the wee days of 2007. But, I was indignant. I was like, wait, so the European people, they're adult enough to see boobs.
They have naked broadcasting for their news.
I know, okay. I'll go into some backstory, because this whole fucking podcast is nothing but personal anecdotes. I lived in Germany for 7 years. I was born in Germany, which is something that infinitely amuses me when I argue with conservatives on Facebook, because when they can't counter my arguments, they like to go trolling through my... They like to go trolling through my mentions, and they see... I don't hide it from anyone, because it's a fucking trap. So I'm fine with them looking up on it, and they see that I was born in Würzburg, Germany, like, you can go stay over in Germany, you don't need you commenting, and it's like, oh god, you're so fucking beautiful. I love how stupid you are. It's like, I'm an army brat. I was born in Würzburg, Germany, where they have Leighton Barracks, or they used to, we gave it back to the Germans. But back when I was there, they had it. So, and near the end of my dad's second tour there, we got a satellite dish, which would get some of the... Well, one, the German local channels, but we would also get the British channels like Sky and all that shit. And late at night, just on normal TV in Germany, they'd have shows that just had gratuitous nudity. Just unappealing German titty flopping out for no reason. And, you know, when you're 12 and 13, that's kind of cool, but And I would stay up late to watch the German broadcast of Raw, because that's the only way I could watch it. Raw is War WWE. And they would have it with the German voiceover, but it was kind of quiet, so you'd hear Jim Ross over the German. And it wasn't perfect, but I made do, because on AFN, the only thing we got was the Superstar show, which was essentially the 1 hour summary that, showed you some shit, but not everything you wanted to see. So, but those would be the shows that would come on after Raw, and I'd have to stay up till like 2, 3 in the morning on a Monday night. Just shows you how well I was parented, right? And you'd see nudity, and it was cool, but then after, the third time you've seen it, you're like, okay, there's boobs. I'm convinced this is how America would be, too. We treat it like it's some fucking golden commodity, so we're hypersensitive to it. So, see, I wasn't just being a petulant college student back then going, no, goddammit, I will not have, some game developer tell me that I'm not mature enough to see this shit. I'm going to fight for freedom by downloading these European game files and patching them in so I'd have the original game textures that every other adult got. And then eventually CD Projekt was like, fuck it, who cares? We're just gonna everyone gets the same version. Which fortunately was the tit-free version, so fantastic. Boobs for everyone. If I ever run for politics, by the way, I think that'll be one of my campaign slogans. Boobs for everyone.
Boobs for everyone.
If that doesn't get me votes...
What are we supposed to be killing now?
I don't know.
Some big guy to the west.
Oh. But, yeah, boobs bad. But that's why I refuse to play the dongle-less version of a dongle game. So... I don't have much hope, because, even Twitch is too prudish, because I think they banned that genital jousting game.
Yeah.
And come on, that would have been You know what? Fuck them. If that ever goes on sale for cheap enough, I say we all fucking buy it, and I'll just record it right with my Elgato. And we will Discord that shit, and it'll be fantastic.
Genital jousting?
You play as a bunch of cocks and balls that try to get in each other's assholes.
That's so gross.
We'll call it the game too hardcore for Twitch. Not that that says much, because apparently they censor quite a bit of shit. Okay. Sony details the mini PS4 controller. Sony's gone ahead and detailed the mini PlayStation 4 controller that it announced not too long ago. Manufactured by Hori, but officially licensed by the PlayStation maker. The mini wired gamepad is designed with younger players in mind, but we imagine that it could also be a nice fit for those who find the standard DualShock 4 a bit clunky. Who finds the standard...
with tiny hands.
I guess this is like Donald Trump's controller.
I was thinking that, but I was going to decide not.
The controller is wired, although the wire itself measures at a respectable 10 feet. Yeah, that's long enough. Sony says that it's 40% smaller than the DualShock. 40% smaller?
God.
Jesus Christ. My hands are... I don't have the biggest hands,
that.
right?
See, there's a big problem with the controller.
What's that?
No headphone jack.
Oh, no.
Fuck
Not
that.
unbuyable. Unbuyable. It's only $30, though, so if it's ever on sale,
Which is my main problem with the Switch Pro controller. No fucking...
Yeah, I can't go back to that. I love the headphone jack. They can get rid of this touchpad all day and night, but...
If you break all your PlayStation 4 controllers, you're going to have to switch to the little baby controller. Because you're obviously a little baby.
I have 4 functional PS4 controllers in the room right now. What the fuck are you talking about? Sometimes controllers have it coming, but...
It's safe to threaten that.
It is pretty safe. Oh, yeah, some dude is calling us the pros. The pros. Unfortunately, he's watching me play, so even if, you could say something like that for Jared or Greg, I by no means qualify as the pros. I'm sorry, guy. You're watching how a very average player plays this game when distracted by trying to read shit at the same time. So I wouldn't look for good gaming advice here. Yeah!
There you go.
Perfect. I saw Jared do it, and I was like, hey, I can do that. Okay, so we discussed Ni no Kuni 2 being delayed. The Switch has sold 10 million units. Well, let's see if that sales are shit. I want to see the difference.
That's almost as many as the Wii U.
Yeah, they'll be outselling that one by fucking March, won't they? Well, it says sold through, so those are pretty good sales figures. We'll see if they can keep the momentum up. It looks like there's a good chance they might, considering 2018 seems to be a pretty good year for them in terms of games, but I don't know. Nintendo's always had a bit of a problem maintaining momentum. Like, what I think we're getting now are all the games that should have been on the Wii U that they just shifted focus for, and so yeah, now they have all these games they've been developing, just as they didn't have them on the system they fucked you with last time. Did we talk about Soul Calibur 6 last time? I don't know if it...
Yeah, I think we
Okay.
did.
I don't know if it's been a week.
They did not have Soul Calibur 5 at Walmart.
I didn't think they did. I got a urge for Soul Calibur, so now I'm having Rebecca go look out for Soul
I have
Calibur
to get it
5.
Tuesday.
Now,
Games,
Soul Calibur
if I
5, I
remember, you'll have to
know.
Remind me.
I know, but Soul Calibur 5, but it's the only Soul Calibur game with trophies, so it'll have to do.
You'll have to remind me, because
Okay.
I'm probably going to forget by this.
Well, you're not allowed back in the house without Soul Calibur 5, so...
Get it! I'll get it anyway.
Ah, give us new weapons already.
Well, we have to kill new monsters.
Blacksmith.
Yeah, how do you get this guy to level up things past +3? Do you have to advance the main story, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Okay, let's read some notes on Soul Calibur 6. Development was decided from the fact that it is the series' 20th anniversary, and there are still no 3D weapon-based fighting games on the current generation hardware. Okay, fill that niche. The key word is reboot. We reviewed previous entries and looked back on how users played and received each game. Soul Calibur 5 sucks.
It will be interesting because one of the people I watch on Twitch is pretty much a fighting game guy, and it will be interesting to see exactly what characters they have in the game, and whether they'll involve, you know, the fuckery that is time travel.
As long as they have Siegfried and Ivy, I'm good. Siegfried is the easy character that I can actually play, and Ivy is the one I aspire to be good enough to play, but never get to that point. So
I'm pretty sure they'll probably have Siegfried, they'll probably have Ivy, they'll probably have Cervantes.
I hope so. I liked his style in Soul Calibur 4.
They'll probably have,
Shit.
Remember,
who was that guy with the axe? Was it Rock or something?
Astaroth? Oh, there's Rock and Astaroth.
What's the name of that creepy one that I played? Valdo or
Valdo, yeah.
Volda.
She likes
I like
Valdo.
that.
Remember when I made Manaroth on Soul Calibur and I gave him Cervantes weapon style, and I was able to make him look and fight pretty much like how he would? Yeah, I played the fuck out of that. That's what I want, character creation. New characters will appear.
They hinted at it.
Yeah, I hope so. Will there be guest characters? Please look forward to it. Yeah, okay.
Cares about guest characters?
I don't care about this reversal edge shit. I know it's a new gameplay mechanic. Every time they introduce one of these new gameplay mechanics, I never learn it.
Are we fighting a squid?
A mud skipper.
Please look forward to it.
I don't like this thing. He's gonna piss me off.
He was annoying in Monster Hunter demo. Here, we're fighting here.
That's true. So I'm looking forward to 6. I might actually buy it at full price. I think we bought... What? Did we buy Soul Calibur 4 at full price? I think we did. On the Xbox 360.
Full price.
I thought we did. I could have sworn we spent $50 on it back in the day. We didn't buy Soul Calibur 5 at full price. I know that. I think we did.
I can't remember.
I know we got our money's worth out of Soul Calibur 4. Less so Soul Calibur 5, but...
Wait, we don't have Soul Calibur 5.
Don't we? Maybe we don't.
I don't think so.
We might have it on the Xbox, but I can't remember.
I thought 4 was the last one we had.
It might be. I can't remember if we talked about this on the podcast or not. I think we did, but we're talking about it again if we did talk about it already. Titan Quest, coming to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, March 20th. Switch sometime later in 2018. So I guess if you want to play Titan Quest on the go. That is an obvious podcast game.
Yeah.
That's, yeah. Now, you played the hell out of this game, Greg?
Way back in the day.
Okay.
This is an old game.
Yeah, it's like 10 years old, isn't it? Or even older? 13? Something like that, I can't remember.
It's a very, very solid Diablo-style game. So, I mean, it's a pretty much no-brainer for this game.
Yeah, I have it on GOG already. I remember playing it a little bit, like a few hours, but, you know, just so much other new shit to play. Now, they're coming out with a collector's edition, and I have to say, this looks pretty fucking sweet. Because it comes with a little fucking helmet and a steelbook.
Steelbook looks like a stone slab.
Yeah.
I'm just now learning about this collector's edition.
It's $120.
Too much.
That's what she says, but I make all the money in the world. I can afford anything. Speaking of collector's editions, they have the Wolfenstein 2 collector's edition on sale at, I think, Amazon and GameStop for $40. So if you wanted to get that steelbook and you wanted to get that action figure, that's a way to get it on the cheap if you really, really must have it. So, just thought I'd send that out as FYI for the collection-minded folk out there. Greg.
That was pretty cheap.
But yeah, Titan Quest, definitely a must-buy for this podcast. And it's going to cost $30 for a normal edition if you have a mean woman who won't let you spend money on stupid gamer swag.
We don't have anywhere to put it.
We will. That's why we got to put up shelves.
Even if we get a shelf, there's still...
Shelves.
We only have so much wall space to hang shelves.
I don't want anyone with My Little Ponies taking up a shelf telling me what I have space for.
Motherfucking fucking dickhead mother.
Yeah, those things are annoying.
Yeah, they really are.
I guess they're just going to keep coming, though.
Yeah, I stopped shooting them a while ago. We're just gonna keep coming at it.
So, we're all in agreement about Titan Quest, then?
Yeah.
Okay. We just gotta get Greg to get Victor Vran. We're in really good shape for games. We have Grand Theft Auto. Let's not forget that one. If Greg can ever get himself a copy of Victor Vran, we'll have that. Terraria got itself a patch. Yeah, so... I think we need to seriously consider trying to platinum that game.
We have 7 Days to Die.
7 Days to Die. I saw that on my list. I don't know if we all bought Dead Island, but that might be an option. If we run out of everything else.
You
and I both have copies.
Oh, I think I bought it on that sale.
You did. I think Jared already had it, so.
Yeah.
I mean, if we want to torture Greg and we have nothing better to do, then that's an option. So. Everyone's always in for some light Greg torture. Alright, and PlayStation had a trailer for some game called The Forest. I remember that one being talked about a while back, and then you didn't hear anything about it, and now I guess it's finally coming out. And I
This
can't...
thing just got bigger, didn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now it's more like a snake.
We helped them evolve.
Salamander.
So, this
Swear
game
these
is...
monsters are all like Pokemon.
You listening, Greg?
Mm. Yeah.
This game is a multiplayer survival horror game.
The forest.
Yep. As a lone survivor of a passenger jet crash, you find yourself in a mysterious forest, battling to stay alive against a society of cannibalistic mutants. Build, explore, survive in this terrifying first-person survival horror simulator. Chop down trees to build a camp, or start a fire to keep warm, scavenge food to keep from starving, find and plant seeds to grow food, build a small shelter or a large ocean-side fortress, decorate your home with found items, lay traps and defenses to keep a safe perimeter, explore and build during the day, defend your base at night, craft weapons and tools, bunker down during the evening, or bring the fight directly to the enemy.
That mostly sounds like 7 Days to Die.
Doesn't it though? Except maybe this one's actually good.
Hey! I like it.
I think the game is supposed to have some co-op, some multiplayer. What can we pull off this dude? Nothing yet?
He's got, like, little side things hanging off his...
Yeah, but they're not white.
They were?
Oh.
They're white.
Okay, I see him now. He's also got that thing on his face, but good luck hitting that. Jesus. Gotcha! Yoink! Good luck indeed. How does multiplayer work? Let's see how the multiplayer works on Steam before I get too excited about this game. Sounds like it works like Minecraft. One person has the world, everyone else joins. Their inventory stays if they save when they leave. Everything they build on your world saves if you save when you leave. So, yeah. It's got building, it's got combat, it's got horror, supposedly. Just gotta see if it's actually good. And that might be a podcast game.
I've been trying to shoot off that whisker for a while, but I'm getting like nowhere.
Whisker?
Might probably needs to pull it off.
Yeah. I thought I pulled something off his face.
He has two.
Oh, okay. Now here's some news from good old Steam user forums. Not sure how much credence to give this, but there was a bit of a stink going around about the VR version of Fallout 4. Apparently people are unhappy because they realized as they were installing the game that most of the game files were identical between the VR version and the normal version, to the point where you can just take out the majority of the game files from the original game, copy them in the VR game's save directory, and vastly improve the download time of the game. How much of the game is actually new, you might ask? Apparently 88 megabytes. The files that you need to run the game in VR mode: Fallout 4 VR main BA2, Fallout 4 shaders BA2, Fallout 4 VR textures BA2, Fallout 4 VR ESM, Fallout 4 VR EXE, and Fallout 4 VR custom INI are the only files you need, counting for 88 megabytes of, yeah, probably about 40 gigs. So yeah, what people are saying is they created a VR mod and sold it for $60. I cannot confirm or deny, but that is the word going around the Steamerverse right now.
Makes you wonder what Skyrim VR is.
It's $40 at GameStop right now, and I wish I knew if I was getting VR or not, because that's the game I want for it. So, and I'd hate to have to wait later and pay more for it. Hey, there's something new weapon, except I don't want it. Thanks, Obama.
I need pieces in order to make them. I need a conspicuous skill. I need 3 of them.
Ooh.
Titty like armor.
Yeah, this armor is pretty tittyful. I mean, it's protective.
Uh-huh.
Too bad the pants are dumb, though. It's not actually more defensive than what I'm wearing. Pass. Let me go check Fallout 4 VR's rating on Steam, because I remember it was getting pretty well rated. But there's that vocal group who can't just have fun with the fucking game and play whatever they're spending for. They have to go and look at technical things like the fact that it's almost the same game. 76% positive. That's pretty good.
Wait, it's Skyrim VR is at GameStop? I thought you were saying it was $40 at
No, GameStop.
Amazon. Oh.
It's not in stock on Amazon.
Hmm.
I don't think it's on sale at Best Buy either. Nope.
Oh.
Wow. Skyrim VR is actually more highly rated than the original Fallout 4 is. It's kind of sad. People took a shit on that game. It didn't deserve it. Alright, what else we got here? Stardew Valley. So let's hear some news from Chucklefish's Molly Carroll. I don't give a fuck about you. You're not concerned, ape. Anyways.
Yeah.
So multiplayer is coming along nicely. Tom is working on implementing marriage between players.
You.
Hey, Rebecca. How's it going?
No.
Didn't our characters get married in Fable 2?
That rejection didn't take long.
Yeah, maybe.
I can't remember. And finished up working on festivals. Now you'll have someone to dance with at the Flower Dance, even if you've yet to win over any of the residents of Pelican Town. Oh, wait, are we fighting this thing again?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna say.
Oh.
You're gonna make Drake sad. We've been planning to launch a multiplayer beta before the end of this year, but we're pushing that beta back to Q1 2018 in order to make room for polish and quality assurance. A number of people have been curious about the PS Vita port we mentioned way back in January, and I'm happy to announce that a PS Vita port is actually happening. It'll be available next year, and it'll have cross-buy too. So if you got Stardew Valley on the PS4, you won't need to buy it again to play it on your Vita. However, it's worth noting we cannot port the multiplayer update to Vita. I'm curious as to why, but maybe the Vita is a deader system than I thought it was. So, no word if it'll have another trophy list, Greg. Sorry.
Yeah, I put some effort in trying to get that trophy the other day and could not do it.
The amount of effort it's taking you to get that trophy is justifying my decision to not even try.
Probably for the best.
I mean, I just think, you know, it's so much of a pain in the ass, and it's not something I actually even like doing in that game, and I could be playing something else, so, yeah.
Which trophy is this?
I hate this fucking crab thing.
Arcade game without dying.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck that. They need to just remove that one.
You wouldn't hear me complaining if they did. How does this thing have so much life? Get the fuck back here, you piece of shit. So you were having a bit of a tiff with Final Fantasy 15, Greg?
I stayed up late playing it, bro.
Do go on. Tell me all about it.
I'm at chapter 13 now.
Did you play through the infamous endgame shit?
Well, it feels like it's coming up. It's, chapter 13 is, like, right after the cold area.
So you did, yeah.
Some people have died, some betrayals going on, I guess.
So you fought Leviathan, right?
Yeah, that's way past that.
What did you think of that fight?
It felt like they didn't know what the fuck else.
Okay, Faith and Greg restored. That was the one I was waiting for you to play and give me your opinion. Because Claire insists that it was a great fight, and I'm just like, how? You can't lose.
You can't?
It's not as far as I know. It's basically fantasy porn. Step up from QuickTime event at best. So you were doing the Coastal Mark Tower or Coastal Mark Dungeon or whatever it was?
Yeah, that was a pain in the fucking ass.
And then you have to go underground and keep moving those stones underground until you get to a big chamber where you fight like red giants.
Apparently you have to move those stones in a certain order.
Yeah.
Like if you don't get this, because most of the time you have 0 options of which stone to pick. But there's a couple times where you can pick this one or this one, and if you don't get the right one, you just end up repeating.
Yeah, Jared had to write that part, and I am so glad he did because I was so fucking pissed just playing it.
I fought that red giant thing like 2-3 times before I figured out what the fuck they expected out of me.
What, was there only one in there? Because when I was there was like one of those giant... I ended up having to fight one of those giant Merilith things and 3 red giants at the same time.
Yeah, I didn't have to do that.
Oh man, they must have toned it down.
If you get the right path before you, if you get the right path on like the third trip through the underground, you don't have to do that fight.
Yeah, that was the battle where I was putting my controller down and just auto-dodging until my tech bar filled. And spamming that over and over again, because I was like, fuck it.
Yeah, I believe it.
So you said you played this last night, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how's the new character switching thing?
Oh, I've not tried it. You have to buy it on the Ascension grid.
Wait, what? You have to buy the character switching thing?
Yeah. It's
That's
really
bullshit.
cheap though. Like, you could... I think you can buy them all with 100 AP or so.
Nah, that makes sense. Yeah, I need to play that game again. I've been meaning to. I'm kind of hoping that maybe with all the shit they've changed, it'll strike me differently, but...
Still have to play with Trump, though.
Unfortunately. They kept talking about how they might add new characters in, and I was kind of hoping to wait for that. Like, I don't know why Ariana isn't a fucking playable character. But, oh well.
Are you wearing a dress, Varen?
Don't you hate his style?
That's
armor
from that catfish thing.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, it looks like an evening gown.
Nah, it had a big pink poofy thing on it.
It
Yeah,
looks like a
dude.
dress.
It looked weird.
So they have a nice article where they're talking about making the port of Titan Quest for the PS4, switching the controls to be compatible with the controller, changing the UI and HUD, improving textures, etc., etc. I think that Diablo 3 kind of gave everybody hope that these games could be ported more easily, but I don't know why that would necessarily be the case. It just seems like we're getting a lot more of these Diablo-style games ever since Diablo 3 did so well. And I find it a little odd because we had things like Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance on the PS2, and that worked just fine. So it just seems like everybody forgot that this shit could actually work and work well until Blizzard went and did it.
Wow, Dark Alliance 2 was a great game.
Yeah, apparently they didn't print many copies of it, though. That game was...
A lot of those
Oh.
type style games were pretty good.
Yeah, Champions of Norath. I mean, all those games, Dark Alliance 1 and 2 and Champions of Norath, I would make those podcast games in an instant if they brought them to the PS4 and had multiplayer.
And they have Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Yeah, that just never gone down in price, so...
Yeah, it was $23, I think, for both games.
Really? Oh, I didn't see that. Oh,
That's
never
a
mind.
fun game.
I'm a liar.
Liar, pants on fire.
So, on this last PlayStation sale, they're doing the weeks of Christmas sale. Did they have any games worth grabbing, Greg? If you can remember. Or did you not even look at it?
One to the west, one to the south, and one to the southeast.
What are we fighting?
Those fucking assholes, dog things.
Oh, great. 4 of them?
3 of them.
Dick?
The medium ones.
These bird things can go eat a dick.
Well, they got Terraria for $3.
Well, I assume we all have that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have it. I better get it.
I think I only spent $5 for it, so...
They have the Vermintide collection for $8.
Oh, does that include that DLC?
It's probably got some stuff that we don't have. Let's see.
That's kind of tempting.
Includes the main Vermintide expansion, or wait a minute, main Vermintide experience plus Barak. Yeah, it's all the DLCs basically.
Fucking roll right into it, motherfucker.
Jeez, I hate these fucking birds. Do they ever get stunned or anything, or can they just keep spamming attacks?
The Outlast bundle for $7 is a no-brainer if you like horror games.
They're still in the week 1 of sales, aren't they?
Yeah.
I'm tempted by that Vermintide shit, I have to admit. Okay, everything this thing does can't be an attack.
Sure can.
Bastard.
Man, they just got a shit ton of games.
Yeah, they're selling a lot of things.
Ha! You ever hear of the game Dying Reborn?
No.
That's really cheap. It's not a good game, but it is a very easy platinum.
Oh, what's it called?
Dying Reborn.
It's not a good game.
I mean, it's supposed to be like a escape the room type puzzle game with a horror background, but it's just not very scary whatsoever, and the story makes absolutely zero goddamn sense.
Like that painting game?
It could be way better. The painting game is better, story-wise.
I can't remember what that was called.
Layers of Fear.
There you go.
Metal Gear Rising Revengeance for $5.
2 out of 10 difficulty, estimated time to platinum. 2 hours. Well, that is an easy-ass platinum, isn't it?
I actually did that one twice. Once on PS4, once on Vita.
I'm surprised. Surprised, Greg.
No, you aren't.
No, I'm not. So I think Rebecca would probably like that Outlast collection. I could swear... No, it wasn't Outlast you bought. You bought Condemned on the Xbox 360 and you never played it. Woman. Where'd the fucking thing go?
Bird, come back.
Dick. How are you not dead? I hate these fucking birds. Where the hell are all these dumb dog things?
Yeah, Jared, find these dogs. God.
Okay, I'm so sick of these little things. They can go to hell. Okay, quit getting stuck on the scenery. Alright, so something else we wanted to talk about gaming-wise. I did a top 10 RPGs of all time list on Facebook. Throwing red meat to my Facebook page. And I told Greg about it, and he was like, oh, I wanted to talk about the Game Informer top 100 RPGs of all time list. I think more accurately you wanted to talk about which, or how many of these top 100 we've actually beaten.
Yes, we can settle it. Who's the biggest RPG player here?
Hey, playing the most doesn't mean you're the best.
Beating
the most doesn't mean you're the best.
I never said best, I said biggest.
Biggest.
And it most certainly does.
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
The biggest RPG player has beaten the most RPGs.
Nah, you can totally leave out entire
really
genres or sections of gaming history with that.
This is the genre, RPG.
Yeah, there's
It's one
subgenres.
genre.
There's subgenres in there. There are more tactical RPGs. There's ARPGs. There's WRPGs.
You've seen the list. It's a pretty good mix of all three.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean you had to have picked evenly from that list.
Yeah, but we also weren't the ones that picked it.
That's true, but I don't.
Listen, you're either okay with a third party picking the list or you aren't.
No, I don't care about. I don't care about the list. I just, if you've only played primarily one type of RPG, I'm not sure how much of a connoisseur you are, no matter how many of them you've played.
Are you talking about you not playing enough JRPGs?
I played plenty of JRPGs. I played just as many JRPGs as I thought were worth my time. And then some, unfortunately.
Well,
No, I mean,
100 games.
but there are a lot of them that are like on mobile devices and shit. Man, come on.
Where? Name one. Name one on this list on mobile device.
Okay, well, let me go get the list back up.
Out of 100.
Let me go find
I'm
it
not
again.
seeing any.
Game... There it is.
Yes, there are RPGs on mobile devices, but I don't recognize any from this list unless you count like Chrono Trigger. You can buy Chrono Trigger for your phone. Is that what you mean?
No, I thought Pokemon.
What are we hunting?
Pokemon.
Here, by the way?
That's what I meant.
When you say mobile devices, do you mean phones? Or
I mean
do
like
you
3DS and shit.
Handhelds.
Wait,
handheld? That is
Oh.
not mobile devices. That's
Is it?
handheld.
Is it mobile?
Pokemon
Yes,
count
that's
as an
how
RPG.
everyone says it.
Because...
Pokemon is an RPG.
Yes, because your Pokemon can level up and they get stats and you can...
You literally level
Mutate
up your
them, yeah.
Pokemon to kill other Pokemon.
Yeah. It's an
Fairly
RPG.
RPG-ish.
Yeah.
It's like the cockfighting simulator.
Now, I mean, I
of
don't know
games.
if you get items or anything that you can equip or any of that nonsense. I don't think so, but
You can. in
You
later
can level up
games.
in almost every game now. Does
Well,
that
yeah,
really
I mean,
make
that's-
it an RPG?
Well, we're
Yeah,
just
but
going
that's
from
the
this
primary
list
thing
because
you
it's
do in Pokemon.
it's shorthand. This list is diverse enough. I mean, it doesn't include everything. Like
Yeah,
Assassin's
you're
Creed
limited to
Origins.
it.
Is Assassin's Creed Origins an RPG? Because I'm going to say it is. Greg,
Yeah.
list me any conditions of what you would consider a requirement for an RPG, and I'll tell you if Origins has it.
Skill trees.
Yes.
I guess it's an RPG.
I mean,
I know you level up, right?
you level up. You can upgrade your gear. You can find randomly dropped items of varying quality. You really can't make
you play
story
the role.
decisions though. So, but I mean, if we're going to exclude that, we're excluding pretty much every JRPG ever made. Because a lot of JRPGs, they don't want to let you participate in a story. They just want to tell it to you, and you got to follow the path.
God, I hate these stupid little imp things.
Oh.
No fucking lightning.
Kill them?
I am killing them, but they're fucking annoying. He summons more of them.
Oh. Oh, so these are things we got to kill 4 of?
3.
Okay, so if you guys want, and you all agree to it, we'll go through this list 10 games at a time, and I'll keep track of how many we beat.
Okay, I'll agree to do this, but I don't agree on any...
There's some in here that really irk me, like Tactics Ogre Let Us Cling Together. Like, I've played that, and I have like a partially written guide on it, but I've never beaten it. I can't count it.
Oh, well, Final Fantasy VI, I've almost beaten
played,
it.
But didn't beat.
There's a lot of games that I've made a lot of progress on this list that I have. Like, Morrowind, I never technically beat it, so I can't include it.
Yeah. those
System Shock, I played a lot into that game. So, don't worry, we're all losing some out of this. I agree to this little exercise, but I do not agree that it has any binding implications.
I
Oh,
lose
yeah, I'm
like
gonna
half
load-
of my games because I
I'm
didn't.
gonna load my RPG.
I'll do
load
everything
stats
but
over.
the main story in some games.
Yeah, like, she can't include Skyrim. She played it for like 400
I
hours.
can't include Skyrim
but
or
she never beat
Fallout
the main
4,
story.
And I played Fallout 4 a lot. I
How
just
did
don't
you
do
not
the story.
beat Skyrim?
Because she wasn't
I
interested
just
in the
didn't
main
do the
story.
main story. I did all the side quests, just not the main story.
You should tell her that the main story takes, like, from where she was, it would probably have taken her about 4 to 6 hours for her to beat it.
Yeah, I know.
You know you can keep doing other stuff after you beat the main story,
I know.
right?
I know, I just didn't like the story, so I didn't go with it.
Okay, whatever, let's do this.
Yeah. Okay. First up is a game I know you're gonna...
Well, first, can we just talk about some of the ratings on this? I don't know if we've talked about this yet.
Are you starting from 100 and going
Yeah.
up? Okay.
Yeah.
No, you're starting from 1 and going up, I thought, right?
I was gonna do 100.
Okay. The number
Always
one
end
game
with
on...
the
Well,
number
no,
one game
yeah.
is
Skyrim.
Yeah, okay, yeah. And I disagree with that 100%. Well, 100%. Like, there's any room to disagree with it. Less than that.
People really like Skyrim.
People really like Skyrim, and Skyrim is probably the most popular RPG made in, God, at least the last 10 years, but there's no way you can play that game.
Porting it.
Well, yeah, I mean, that helps.
True.
There's no way you can play that game having played pretty much like any 20 other games on this list and go, yeah, this one's got top-notch story and gameplay. It doesn't. It just doesn't. And I like the game. I like Skyrim a lot. But, come on, let's be objective here. I never once felt myself going, man, this is a really gripping storyline. You just don't. I remember reading, I think, a 5,000
Clearly
word...
I didn't, because I was like, fuck this main story, it's fucking stupid.
Not even the main story. I remember reading a 5,000 word rant someone wrote about how stupid and nonsensical the Thieves Guild questline is. And I was reading it, and I was like, I didn't think it was that bad, but I agree with everything this guy... Like, I can't argue anything this guy is saying. I just didn't think of it because
Yeah,
it was just so. It was just so there, you know. It's like whatever. I'm gonna get this trophy and
the Fighters Guild quest and the Mage Guild quest are both kind of underwhelming.
Why can't I remember the Fighters Guild quest? Oh, the companions. Okay.
Werewolves.
Yeah. No, I was thinking Fighters Guild, and I remembered the one from Oblivion because that one was actually a lot better. Like all the faction quests in Oblivion were far better than in Skyrim.
I like the one in. I can't really remember the Mage Guild quest.
In Oblivion?
Yeah.
I know it ends with you fighting Manamarco, but I can't remember how we got there. Like there's people doing necromancy, and I think some of the necromancers have infiltrated the Mages Guild, and necromancy is a big no-no because bad or something.
The Dark Brotherhood was decent in Skyrim.
Yeah, I mean it was the best one just because of how crispy things
Oblivion
get.
was pretty good too.
Oblivion was really good. I liked Oblivion. I see that's
Remember
I liked
the
Oblivion more
Manor
too.
Murder?
The Thieves Guild in Oblivion, no contest. Stomps the shit out of the Thieves Guild in Skyrim. Because of the whole Grey Fox thing and the Elder Scroll. That's just good shit there. But anyways, let's, instead of spoiling all these Elder Scrolls games for the 3 people who haven't fucking played them, let's go through the list and...
Alright, so Torment Tides of Numenera is number 100.
I've played it, but I don't think anyone's beaten it.
Does anybody beat it?
No.
Just say if you beat it.
Yeah.
I've never even played it.
I played it. It's on.
Dragon Quest III.
Nope.
Which, for the love of me, I don't know why they would put on this list, to be quite honest.
Yeah, like the first Final Fantasy. I mean, I know it's iconic, but come on.
That one I have beat. I've beat every Dragon Quest except for Dragon Quest VII. Which I assume probably shows up on this list somewhere if they're going to put Dragon Quest III on here.
They have Dragon Quest VIII on there, but they call it Dragon Quest VII, The Journey of the Cursed King. So I assume they meant 8.
Yeah, you're probably right. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines.
Haven't beaten that one. And my fan base is...
Have you played that?
Yes, I played it. My fan base is on my ass to beat it. It's apparently a really good game.
It's because, yeah, that's really good. It's surprisingly good.
Yeah, so... You haven't beaten that one, have you?
Jared hasn't commented on it yet at all.
Well, you've only said like 3.
These are all PC
Yeah.
games, so I'm sure Jared hasn't.
I have beat that one. That's a fantastic game, for the record.
Yeah, I have barely played any PC games.
It's sitting on my GOG list. Sigh.
So that game, you pretty much get to like pick what vampire faction you want to be.
Yeah, and they're very different. You have ones that are basically psychopathic, fucking blood-crazed nut jobs, and others that are seductress, fucking uptight, high society types. You know,
Also,
and
we've
everything in
gone over
between.
3 games, and this is 100. So if you want to talk about each game in depth, that's gonna be forever.
Yeah.
We'll only talk about the good ones, but she's right. Okay, go on.
Okay. Next up, Dark Cloud 2.
Played
Which
it,
one?
haven't beat it.
Dark Cloud
Dark
2.
Cloud 2.
Dark Cloud 2, I beat it.
I have not played it.
a great
Lost Odyssey.
Yes,
Never
I beat
played
that
it.
one.
Didn't beat it because it made me play with kids.
Yep, she got 3/4 of the way through and went, "Fuck these kids, I'm done with it."
So Nathan got his first game, Jared's got his first game, I've got 2.
Fuck you.
The World Ends With You, number 95.
It's one of the few I've never even heard of.
What?
That's on there, but The Witcher 1 isn't?
What do you mean The Witcher? Have you looked?
He said The Witcher 1 isn't on there.
Yeah, I didn't see
Which
it.
takes away one of my RPGs. Damn it. 'Cause I have beat that.
The World Ends With You is a very weird game that was on the DS, not even 3DS.
See? Handheld.
Yes, it's a handheld. And you
A lot of
you
people
had to,
love it.
played on 2 screens at once.
Doesn't count.
I beat it. I'm putting it. Here's a good one. Golden Sun.
Never heard of that one either.
How have you never heard of Golden Sun?
Don't know. I'm not familiar with that one.
That's a great game.
I'll
Have
go
you beat
look
it,
it up.
Jared?
Yeah.
What system is it on?
GBA.
Game Boy Advance.
Okay, well, I haven't played anything on fucking Game Boy anything.
Number 93, Pillars of Eternity.
No.
These are your bread and butter you're saying no to, just for the record.
I know, it's one of my gaming sins.
He starts a bunch of them, but hasn't been able to finish them.
No, I mean, that one came out when I was working at Gamer Guides. I've legit not had time to play that game.
Nobody else beat it?
No.
I haven't played it. Number 92, Tactics Ogre, Let Us Cling Together.
That's the one you were bitching about earlier.
Didn't beat it.
Yeah, so nobody here's beat that.
I got close.
What the fuck am I supposed to do?
Yeah, I'm like at chapter 3 or something. Out of 4. Number 91 is Bastion.
Nope. I know Greg's beating that one, though.
Hey, Nathan.
What?
Nathan. You can climb these things.
What witchcraft is that? How dare you? How the hell are you supposed to know that? This game.
Found out by accident.
That's happy
Okay,
accident.
number 90 is Panzer Dragoon Saga.
Nope.
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 I would love to play it, but yeah, good luck finding that game for under $200.
Yeah.
Another Nintendo game?
No.
Or was that original
Saturn.
PlayStation? Dreamcast?
Sega Saturn.
Dreamcast.
Jeez.
Or Saturn?
Yep, Saturn.
Alright, so that's the first 10. Nathan, you've got 1.
That's alright, I'll catch up.
Alright. Let's see here.
I don't play trash RPGs. Fucking handheld garbage.
Okay, number 89 is Tales of Symphonia.
Nope. I didn't play any of the Tales of the game. The only one I played is Berseria.
Jared? Nothing?
Never played it.
That was on the GameCube, and that was when the Tales... that was the Final Fantasy VII of the Tales series, in my opinion.
GameCube?
Yeah.
Come on, no one had
That
that
was
thing.
really popular.
We were all playing on PlayStation 2, real console.
Yeah, if you had a GameCube, you had this game. Number 88, Radiata Stories.
Nope.
What is it? What was the game?
Radiata Stories, Radiata Stories.
No, never played it.
So that
It's a piece.
one, I beat that one. It's you play as this new like soldier recruit in town named Jack, and there's like 100 characters you can recruit for your party.
Can you
Each
say...
of them has a schedule.
Can you
have
say
to, like,
you don't know Jack?
I know pretty well. And each of them has a schedule, and you have to like bring them stuff and win them over to recruit them in your party. And like his main way of interacting with people or things is to just walk up and kind of casually kick them. That's how you interacted with everything. You just walked up and just kind of casually kicked it.
That's kind of how
Okay,
Rebecca
I found the
interacts.
last one.
So it's a very weird game. 87, Vagrant Story.
Nope. I played it, though. I think I played
Yeah,
it.
I played it. I haven't beat it.
That's a Square Enix game on the PlayStation 1, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. I bought that on the PS3 a few years ago.
Okay, 86, Pool of Radiance.
That's the first game I ever played. Yes, I beat that one. Not to be confused with the
You got your
shittier later remake, which was horrible and should have been burned in fire.
85, Might and Magic World of Zine.
No.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
I think I have it on GOG, but
84 is Horizon Zero Dawn.
yeah.
Jared,
Oh yeah.
you gotta say something, buddy.
What about it? I've beaten it, platinum it.
Wrote a guide for it.
Yep.
83 is Xenoblade Chronicles.
No.
Yeah,
I want that one though. I think. Is that the one where there was a furor over the lack of a boob slider?
No, that was
Okay.
the
X.
That was the first one they brought
X.
over.
Okay.
82 is South Park: The Stick of Truth.
Well, I have 2 versions of it.
I've
Never
played
beat it.
Haven't beaten it.
Oh man, I beat it. 81 is Destiny.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's
Calls into question this
Why is
list.
that on there? Okay, this list is fucking shit. 'Cause
Yeah,
if
there's-
that's on there, and The Witcher 1
Hey.
is not on there, it can eat a fucking dick.
There's no way that
Yeah, you're-
Destiny is a better
there's no
game than The
way-
Witcher 1 or Icewind Dale or insert any Final
Is
Fantasy
Icewind
not
Dale
on the
this
list. The second one
They're
is.
really cool. Destiny, a fucking RPG. It has RPG elements, but it's not.
You do 100 games, you're bound to have some fucking disagreements.
I think-
I'm willing to live with this.
I think Far Cry 4 is a better RPG than Destiny.
Far Cry Primal. Even.
Yeah. But whatever, I'm not
Alright.
gonna.
So none of us have beat Destinies.
Nope.
80 is Odin Sphere.
Nope.
I played it.
Are you
never
that?
beaten it.
Are you sure it's not the? Because you want that? Are you talking about that Lighthouser or whatever one? Or is that the same one?
Whichever. I'll count both.
What the shit is the point of getting up onto this roof if there's nowhere to go?
None of us have beat Odin Sphere. Here you go, Nathan. Dragon's Doctrine.
Yep. Can I count this one 4 times?
Get it once.
Can I
Anybody
count
else?
it twice? Because I beat that one and the Dark Arisen.
See, I could have had more
I
RPGs
think-
on this list, but I decided to play.
This is the first one I have you marked down for, Rebecca. Is this the first one you've beaten?
I think so. The ones that you've listed so far. I played
Right.
some of the other ones.
This one's old. Wasteland.
No.
How have you not beaten Wasteland?
Because I was too busy beating the actual Fallout games instead of Wasteland.
Yeah, it is pretty old. 77. I haven't even played it. 77 is Radiant Historia.
Nope. I don't even know what that one is.
Nope.
Yeah, I haven't beat it either. It's a 3DS RPG.
Yeah, I own it, but I've never played it.
76 is Ultima 4, Quest of the Avatar.
I never beat any of the Ultima games. I played Ultima Online a lot, but meh.
Number 75 is Shadow Hearts Covenant.
Nope.
Nope.
The first one, yes. The second one, no. Or, well, this is technically the third. But the first one wasn't called Shadow Hearts, so whatever.
74 is Monster Hunter Generations.
Nope.
73 I'm a shoo-in for. It is Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Yes, I've beaten this game.
Oh yeah, I've beaten it.
I beat it on
How
Xbox
it is that
360.
low is a crime.
Yeah, I know, right? That's pretty fucking good.
It should easily be top 50.
I got that one sword that attacks like 4 times every time you swing.
Yeah, the Casa Green or something.
Yeah, and I grinded a lot to make sure I got enough stat points every level and made the game way too easy. So that's how I roll it.
72 is Paper Mario.
Nope.
We gotta get through these.
Yep.
Fuck Mario.
Jared got one I haven't touched. Jared and Nathan are tied
You
at 5 each.
bitch.
71 is Jade Empire.
Nope.
Nope. I played 5 minutes of it.
I have beat that one. It is pretty much Knights of the Old Republic with Kung Fu. Pretty much. 70 is Undertale.
Nope.
Neither. 69 is Disgaea, Hour of Darkness, the first one.
Nope.
Disgaea, the first Disgaea? Yeah, I've beaten it.
Fuck
Jared's
you.
beating Nathan. 68 is Divinity, Original Sin.
Only got halfway through it.
Yeah, we haven't beat that one.
Yeah, me either. 67 is Path of Exile.
Nope. Isn't that a Diablo-like game?
Yeah.
It is.
Really, really, really big on PC.
Yeah, that's...
66 is XCOM, Enemy Unknown.
Yes!
The first,
Did I beat that?
I don't think you beat it. You played it a lot, you never beat it.
I thought I was on the end of it.
You got the psionics, right?
Oh, yeah. Fuck
You were
yeah,
very
it's
close to
funny.
the end of it then.
yeah, the ending was where you went into that ship, and then
Yeah.
they kind of retconned the fact that you died. Like, no,
I
even if
did
you
go
won
into
that,
the ship. I did beat that, I think.
No. Okay.
I'll count it. That's Rebecca's second.
She played a lot. What 2 games to beat, right? XCOM being one of the few RPGs she beat.
65
I
is
beat more
Mass
than that.
Effect.
We're just not into them
No,
yet.
I'm saying it's a pretty hardcore fucking game.
No.
Yeah, it is. To be fair, that's a pretty hardcore game compared to a lot of these.
I know, like Paper Mario, fuck XCOM.
Alright,
Mass
65
Effect.
is Mass Effect.
Yes.
Jared?
Nope.
Oh, Nathan pulled ahead by Jared.
Ah,
Nathan's up by 1. Now here's a good one. 64, Darkest Dungeon.
nope. I played a lot of it, but never beat it.
Haven't beat it, no.
Right? I don't think any of us have beat it.
That one's
Okay.
hard, man. I think you
It
should get
is.
partial credit for playing it.
Yeah,
Okay.
seriously.
63, no partial credits.
Yeah, yeah.
We all get a
63
0.5 on that one.
Valkyr Chronicles.
Haven't beat it.
Jared?
What game?
Valkyr Chronicles.
No.
Damn it. I'm pulling for Jared to catch up with Nathan.
Fuck you.
62
Well,
is
the next
Baldur's
3 are
Gate.
going to be very painful, man.
Baldur's Gate! Yes!
Baldur's Gate.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes!
Nathan is going to catch up a ton in these next couple games.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure you count mine.
I've got some surprising
mine.
ones up ahead. You'll be surprised. I got some good ones up here.
Number 61 is The Witcher 2.
Do you even need to ask?
Oh, I didn't beat
Rebecca?
it. I didn't beat it.
No!
Nope. She's
Jared?
only beat The Witcher 1. That's not on the list.
Yeah, which is bullshit.
Number
'Cause it's better than Witcher
60. Number 60 is Icewind Dale 2.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody else?
I didn't actually beat it. I played it, but I didn't beat it.
She didn't like Icewind Dale.
Here's
'cause
here's
you have to
one
make
I
it
bet
hard.
I'm the only one on. Chrono Cross.
I played it, but I never beat it.
I've beaten it.
Ah, fuck
Ah,
Greg.
take that, Greg.
That doesn't hurt Greg. That hurts me.
Well,
No,
That game
because
is
Greg
kinda
was like,
just
I'm the
so-
only one who ever beat it.
I thought I would be.
I thought I made it
That
halfway
game,
through that
that
game.
game's
but-
just so weird and out there, you know. Next is Tales of the Unknown, Volume 1, The Bard's Tale,
No.
No.
which is probably a pretty old game. 57 is Dragon Age Inquisition.
Yes.
Nope.
Yes.
Yes, for everybody but Jared. Fable 2.
Yes.
Yes.
Nope.
Yes, for everybody but Jared again.
Jared.
55 is Skies of Arcadia.
Nope.
Played it, never beat it.
I've never even played it. It's another Dreamcast RPG. 54 is Grandia 2.
Are you ready for it, Greg?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
I remember using that esoteric
No.
slash to grind
Everybody's
that fruit.
beat it but Rebecca.
I watched him play it, but
Yeah.
I didn't play it myself.
I prefer the first Grandia just because Justin and Fina are just so
Greg.
memorable.
Greg. No.
Hmm?
Grandia 2 is a superior game.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
have to say
it's better gameplay, but it's not. It doesn't have the
Better
same
music.
charm.
I like Grandia 2 a lot. I maxed one of my characters.
Amazing music.
I maxed one of my characters' speed, and I was like, I'm gonna do this with the whole party. And when I got enough fruit to do it on one character, I'm like, I'm not gonna do this with the whole party. And that was enough because I was able to just spam everything and fucking win. So.
Alright, number 53 is Star Ocean: The Second Story.
Nope.
Star Ocean 2.
Nope.
Star Ocean 2, I've beaten Star Ocean 2 on the PS1.
Oh.
Jared's making up
I
some...
beat the shit out of that game.
Did
I
call
beat
you
that
daddy?
too, and it is a fantastic game.
Can't be that fantastic. I never played it.
That game is great because you could, like, as you play through the story, you can choose to recruit who you want, and like the decisions you make affects who you can recruit. There you go, Nathan. That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, no, that's good. That's a good mechanic.
Number 52 is Oblivion. The Elder Scrolls Oblivion.
Yep.
Played it, didn't beat it.
Oh.
That one was a little too obscure for Rebecca. The leveling system was too convoluted.
It just broke the fucking Xbox 360 and I was afraid to play it.
Yeah, the Xbox did not like that game.
Twice.
Hey, you could play it on PC.
Everybody
It red ring that shit on me.
No, I don't think Jared beat it.
No.
You didn't beat it, Jared?
No.
Don't give him credit. I need all the points I can get.
You are up by like 4 on him.
I gotta. There's a lot of JRPGs up ahead.
Dragon Quest VIII, number 51.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rebecca.
No.
50 is Pokemon Gold or Silver. Either one.
Pokemon.
I've never played a Pokemon game.
Same here.
Nathan.
Nope.
Same. Fuck that.
Well, I beat Silver back in the day, so.
Pokemon.
Number 49, Xenogears. This is the game that Tony won't shut up about me not beating.
Nope.
You haven't beaten it, Greg?
I have not.
Oh, now
For
Jared's
sure.
on you.
You got it, Jared?
Yeah, I've beaten Xenogears.
Yeah. Jared's the only one for this one. Let's see here. Where am I? Number 48, Persona 3.
Persona 3, yep.
So me and Jared. The last boss of Persona 3 is just a freaking test of endurance. There's like 13 forms on that fucker.
Ugh.
Yep.
Number 47 is Zelda Breath of the Wild.
I call bullshit. Bullshit. 47th best. My ass. But no, I haven't beat it.
Neither.
Never beaten
Nobody?
Uh-uh.
it. I have it. I played about an hour.
Yeah. 46 is Demon Souls.
Nope.
Demon Souls?
Demon Souls.
No, I
It's the
didn't.
game that came out before Dark Souls.
Yeah. I just didn't hear you.
One of the big reasons I bought a PS3. I think I only made it halfway through.
I helped you grind on it.
Yeah.
Number 45 is Mass Effect 3,
Yep.
Oh.
which makes sense because Mass Effect 2 would be higher.
Yeah.
Should be higher.
Yeah. Frankly, I think the first game should be higher than Mass Effect 3, but that's just me.
Yeah, I tend to agree with that.
Just
So-
it had more more RPG mechanics and better character and story development. So
That's me, Nathan, and who else?
just us.
Alright. Number 44 is Fire Emblem Awakening.
Yes.
Nope.
Oh, Nathan, surprise.
I wrote a guide for it, so I had to beat it. I only beat the Birthright, but goddammit, it doesn't ask for a difference. So.
That is not Fire Emblem Awakening, sir.
Oh fuck!
That's
Right,
Fire
it's not.
Emblem Fates.
Damn it! Never mind. Yeah, right. Never sorry.
Oh, I'm taking your necks off.
Yeah, take it off.
43, oh boy. Wizardry, Proving Grounds of the Mad Overlord.
Nope.
No, but I like the name.
You just like anything that's mad.
Mad Overlord.
Alright, nobody got that one. 42, no. Shadowrun.
Nope.
Nope.
Well, you know I played that.
I mean, is that the first one before they started the reboots?
That is the SNES one.
Oh, right. That doesn't count.
What? That is a fantastic game.
Better than the reboots?
Waking up in a morgue.
Okay, so it's like Planescape Torment.
You know, it's a very weird RPG. Like, you literally will be walking down the street, and somebody will pop their head out of a hotel window and start shooting at you, and then you have to move your cursor and shoot back at them. And then once you kill them, like, you gain karma that you can spend on skills. But you're literally moving your cursor and you're shooting at people.
Yeah.
It's a very weird, you know, and this is all on the SNES, so not the best shooting, you know. It's weird. Number 41 is Xenosaga Episode 1. I'm not going to pronounce the subtitle.
The Village Mocked.
Jared is catching up.
I beat that one.
Oh, you
That's
did?
the only Xenosaga I beat.
Ah,
Same here.
I have not beat it.
I think I have 2 of the second one, or maybe I have 2 of them, I think. But...
Number 40 is Neverwinter Nights.
Yep.
Yes. Yes, I have.
Rebecca and me.
You haven't beat Neverwinter Nights?
Nope.
I did.
We'll make that a podcast. We might need to make that a podcast game when the Enhanced Edition comes out. Because that's a pretty good multiplayer game. And we all have the computers to run it.
Number 39, rather, is Fallout.
Yep.
Which Fallout?
First
the
one.
First one.
No.
Nope.
No.
Me and Nathan.
You can beat that game in literally 12 hours. I mean, it's nothing. You know what you're doing, anyways.
You're doing a disservice to yourself if you do that.
Yeah, you really are.
So number 38, System Shock 2.
Nope.
Nope.
I beat the remastered edition of the enhanced edition.
Yeah,
Don't
I
we
played
have
that,
it?
but I never got around to beating
So
it.
it's like it is literally like the precursor to BioShock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for the record. And it's really fun. Jesus. Diablo 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we all got that one.
Can I count it twice?
Fallout New Vegas.
Yep.
Nope.
Oh.
I wrote the guide on that one.
Everybody but Rebecca.
It's too unstable on me.
Nope.
Yeah,
Oh, you
Jared
didn't beat New Vegas?
Nope.
Oh man, Nathan's falling ahead of you. Dave, these are starting to get really popular.
Yep.
'Cause the next one's Final Fantasy X.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Everybody but Rebecca.
Yeah.
I'll be damned if she didn't watch enough
Star
there.
4.
This is where being a Sega kid
End
comes
of the
in
Millennium.
handy.
End of the millennium?
Yep. I beat that one.
What game?
Fantasy Star 4.
Oh, no.
I'm surprised
Yeah,
you
me.
didn't, Jared.
I beat it on
Nathan
Sega, I
is
beat it on
hard.
emulator, and I beat it on the Xbox 360 arcade, Sega arcade thing. So.
Number 33, Final Fantasy, the first one.
Nope.
Nope. Oh, really? I did.
Nope.
I beat the GBA version.
And I refuse to
Damn.
believe that it's better than Phantasy Star 4, by the way.
So Nathan, you never beat the first Final Fantasy?
Nope.
Okay.
I never played the engaging
32.
hero called Fighter.
Yeah. Hey, he levels up tonight. You show some damn respect.
No.
Number 32 is Valkyrie Profile.
Nope.
Yep.
No.
So
Ah!
I literally bought a Sony PSP to play through Valkyrie Profile.
I bought it for Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. Worth it.
So am I the only one that beat Valkyrie Profile?
Yeah.
You said I did.
Oh,
you did.
Jared, apparently.
I can barely hear you sometimes. That's why I have to ask.
I can barely hear you.
Number 31's Ultima 7.
Nope.
The
No.
Black Gate. I've never played it.
Sounds like
It's a
some
cool
Lord of
name,
the
though.
Rings shit there.
That's a cool name. The Mad Overlord thing is probably better, but Black Gate is 30 is Persona 4.
Nope.
Yep.
Ah!
Jared's
Me and
making
my-
up some ground.
Me and my Persona lack.
29, Suikoden 2.
Nope.
Suikoden 2? Yep.
Jared's making up more ground.
He needs to cut that shit out.
So, Jonathan,
Suikoden 2 is such an
Backdated
amazing
Future
game.
pretty much forced me to play through Suikoden. I played through the first two.
Yeah,
And
I
my
played
god,
through
is the
first two.
villain in Suikoden 2 just crazy as hell.
Yep. He's kind of like a Kefka type guy.
Yeah, Luca Blight.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is.
It is a good
He
thing.
is bad. He's fantastic.
I
All
just... A crazy clown, just spare me.
He's not a clown.
I know, I'm talking Kefka.
Yeah.
Just because Kefka's better than Sephiroth.
He's not.
Well, if you measure better by do you actually accomplish your goal, then he kind of is.
Oh, he accomplished his goal by pushing a statue. Okay? One
Hey,
had to move a statue,
got-
the other had to
you gotta
crash
know
a
where the
meteor
statue
into a
is.
planet. Alright? I'm pretty sure Sephiroth could have succeeded in the Final Fantasy VI world a wee bit better.
Yeah, but he wasn't there, was he?
He just had more competition, that's all.
Oh my
He
god.
didn't
Next
push
one.
the statue.
Next one, let's go.
Alright, Super Mario RPG.
Nope.
Hated it. No.
Jared?
Yeah, I've beaten Mario RPG.
Woohoo! You're 3 away from Nathan now. 27, Earthbound.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh man, you guys are killing me. Fuzzy Pickles. That's how you save in the game, was you would, well, this weird guy would come and ask to take your photograph, and then he'd tell everyone to say Fuzzy Pickles.
I mean, I played a little bit of it, but I think I ended up getting lost, and I was like, eh.
It's a very weird game. 26, Dragon Age Origins.
Yep.
Yes.
Nope.
Rebecca, have you beaten any JRPGs?
Nathan?
No.
Yeah, I beat Origins.
Yeah, good.
Wow, really, Rebecca? Okay, after we're done with this
I
list,
quit them. Look.
we
I
all
played
need to
a
get
shit ton of
together.
Final Fantasy 12, and I played a lot of Lost Odyssey, but no, I quit them.
We all
because
need
they
to get
suck.
together after this podcast and tell Rebecca one JRPG she needs to beat.
No, I don't give a shit.
We
I'm
gotta
not
do
gonna
it.
do it.
Peer pressure.
Fuck them.
Okay, go on, Greg.
Fuck them. Anyway, next.
25, Dark Souls.
Nope.
Nope.
I have not beat it.
Really? Is that the only one?
I haven't beat Dark Souls 3 either.
Oh, right. Yeah, we need to play Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, well, I bought it. Is that the one I bought? Or is that 2?
23,
I think it's
Final
2.
Fantasy 4.
No.
No, I played the fuck out of it, but I never beat it.
Jared?
That's one of the 3 Final Fantasy games I've never beaten.
Wait, did you skip
Oh,
Kingdom Hearts?
Oh, I did. You're right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's
Bad.
credit for Jared there. Kingdom Hearts 2.
Kingdom Hearts 2. I accidentally skipped Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yep, I've beaten
Anybody?
Kingdom Hearts 2. Yep.
No.
Me and Jared. 22 is EverQuest.
Nope.
No.
That's
this
Jared's
is
bag,
I
though.
played the PS2 version.
Did you beat it?
Yes.
I mean,
As
how
long
do you
as you
beat
beat it.
MMO?
I don't know.
Did
I assume
did you,
they
like,
have-
play through the story.
I had 3 max level characters.
I might count it.
That's good enough. I'd have settled
21,
for one
Elder
max level
Scrolls
character.
3, Morrowind.
I never beat it.
No.
Nope.
None of us. That is
That's
embarrassing.
that's the only Elder Scrolls I played.
I try to go back to it, but it's so primitive now. I don't know.
I hated it.
I can't make sense of anything.
We are in the top 20 now, people.
Okay.
Number 20, Diablo.
Yes.
The first one.
Yes.
Nope.
Oh, Jared. You could do it in an afternoon if you tried.
I'm sure.
I'd be game
It's
for
one of
that.
the first games I ever beat.
If we all want to get on Diablo and play it, because I don't know, it might be free, but I would totally play
Nathan
through
is
that.
3 ahead of Jared.
It's not going to get any better. I've beaten a lot of these, so... Like, I think I beat most of the top 10.
19.
Nope.
What is
Okay.
the next one?
Persona 5.
Persona 5.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, Jared's catching up. Final Fantasy 7. How is
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 7 this low on this?
I don't know, but it's my number 2 RPG of all time. Just for the record. Because people care.
So I'm going to put... Rebecca, did you beat 7?
No.
Nope.
Oh. Well, somehow 17 is Ultima Online.
What the shit is that about?
I played it,
There's
but I
no
never...
way that beats 7. Just
I played it. It's a really good game. It's not as good as 7, but it's really good. To be fair, I spent most of the time crafting and...
Number 16 is Secret of Mana.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Ouch. 15 is Pokemon Red and Blue.
Nope.
No.
14 is Deus Ex.
Nope.
No.
Dang. So just for the record, the last 3 have been nopes for everybody but Greg. I beat
Greg's a
all
whore.
Yeah, yes.
Deus Ex is a fantastic game.
Yeah, the only one I played and beat
it's a
was Mankind
WRPG,
Divided.
So you have no way, no room to say anything.
I was playing other WRPGs at the time. What can I say?
Yeah.
I like to play my games, you know, take time and
I
enjoy them.
didn't play it when it came out. I played it like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, something like that on Steam.
I own it, so I mean, I have it on my GOG library. Just,
Haven't done it.
yeah.
No time.
13 is Planescape Torment.
Yes.
No.
Good God, yes,
Yeah.
that game is good.
I
Anyone who
started
claims
it,
to like story-based
but
games needs to play that one, because you don't have an
I
opinion on
started
story
it,
games.
but it had a game-ending bug
Yeah, it glitched out
at
on
the
it.
beginning, which killed any
12
desire
is
to go
Fallout
back.
3.
Yeah.
We've all beat that. Yeah.
Everybody?
Well, Jared, you beat that? Yeah, Jared beat that one. That's his one Fallout game, I think.
That's like the only WRPG I've beaten.
Diablo
Yeah,
3.
11.
Well,
Yeah, that
11 is Bloodborne.
Yes, I've beaten Bloodborne.
nope.
I did not plat it, but I beat it.
Yeah, I platinumed it.
I should make Greg platinum
Well, yeah,
it with
so-
me.
For the record, like when I platinumed Bloodborne, I forgot to... I don't want to spoil this, so I forgot to take... And I forgot to ingest a special item that you need to achieve a ending, and I had to play through the entire game again. So I basically speed ran it.
I know what
And
you're talking about.
you can beat Bloodborne in 3 hours flat if you know exactly what you're doing.
Oh, you don't say. So, Greg.
I think all bosses speedrun with the DLC is like an hour or 30 minutes or something.
Yeah, well that's if you know what you're doing and you're skilled at what you're doing.
Oh,
Like
wow.
I just knew where to go, right? So it takes me 3 hours. For somebody who's actually good at what they're doing, yeah, an hour and a half.
Or for me, 8 hours.
Okay, so
For
top
me,
10.
never.
Top 10 games. We can talk about these more. Nathan's ahead of Jared by 4 games.
It's not going to get any better.
And I'm ahead of by like at least 10 on Nathan.
Fuck you.
Okay, so number 10, Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
Does everybody think Tactics deserves a top 10 place?
No. But it was pretty good. I played the War of the Lions one. Nah, I think Fallout 3 is better. I think Planescape is way, way better.
Yeah.
Just on story alone.
Okay. Number 9, Baldur's Gate 2. Shadows.
Yes.
Yes.
And this is the best RPG ever made, in my opinion. So
This would be your number 1.
this is my number 1.
So this is just Rebecca and Nathan?
Yep.
I played it. I've not beat it.
She even beat the Throne of Baal expansion.
Yes, I did.
So
Okay, number 8, Diablo 2.
yeah.
Yes.
Nope.
Oh shit.
Yes, yes.
Does Diablo 2 deserve to be top 10?
No. Top
No.
20 maybe. Top 10 yes.
Would you put it above Diablo 3?
No, I actually would not. I had more fun playing. Well,
I probably would have.
I like the story more in Diablo 2, and it's a lot grittier, but I had a lot more fun playing Diablo 3.
Yeah, the gameplay is more enjoyable in Diablo 3.
Alright, here's a good one. Number 7, Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic.
No.
Nope.
Nope.
I'm the only one that's beat that?
Yeah, I know.
You guys
It's another
know
one.
the big spoiler in that game, right?
There's a lot of them
Well, you know the big one.
where
The
you have
big
to,
one.
where you can get one character to kill another character.
No, about your identity.
Oh.
Oh.
See, I'm saying there's a
That's
lot
how-
of big ones.
Well, that's by far the biggest, right?
If you say so. You played it, I didn't play it.
Well, you know about it.
Not really.
Oh, interesting.
I know about one spoiler, but
Yeah,
Everyone
we
tells me
watched
it's-
a little
Can I,
video.
can I spoil this? Is this okay with everyone?
I don't
No,
care
no.
personally.
Does anybody care?
Don't do it.
Okay, Rebecca cares, so
Rebecca cares.
you
Well,
can tell
that's a shame.
you can tell me.
Okay,
Even though she's
Number
never gonna
6.
play it.
right. Even though she's not going to play
I might.
it, it's been
I
out.
might.
for
We have
We have it on
15
we have it on the
years.
GOG library right now. You can run it on your laptop. Well, maybe not your
I
laptop.
can't run it on my laptop. What the shit? I can't even run fucking calculator on my laptop now.
You could run it on a mid-spec toaster, but not your laptop.
Right.
Right. Game's been out for 15 plus years, but no, she might play it.
I might. So don't spoil it.
I won't. I will respect your just plain lie of a choice.
Yeah, the dick. Okay.
This is why
Okay.
I call Greg a dick and an asshole.
Yeah,
Don't
you just
lie to me.
you can.
I might
lie
not
to
be
me.
lying.
Okay, you might not be.
Someone might come and put a gun to her head and say,
It's
"Unless
a-
you marathon it, I'm gonna shoot you in the head." You don't know,
It's
Greg.
a WRPG. Look at my list. It's one of the most likely things on that list for me to
You no,
beat
you are a
next.
liar and you're full of shit because you could be playing it in 5 minutes if you cared.
Well, we're still doing our podcast, so no.
Even with the podcast.
Oh my.
Okay, let's go
Okay,
on.
yeah, let's go on. Let's go on.
No spoilers. Number 6 is World of Warcraft.
Nope, fuck that game.
No, fuck that shit. That doesn't belong in the top 10. It's only in there because people fucking.
It's
have
an
nothing better
RPG,
to
but
do.
I don't care
Well,
about any MMOs.
It's popular as hell. That's why it's in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Top
it still doesn't.
top 6, no.
Quality wise,
Holy crap.
no, it doesn't belong up there.
Oh, I'm still alive. I don't know how
All
I'm
right, so
still alive.
nobody has that one. Number 5, The Witcher 3.
Yep.
No.
Rebecca. See, this is why when she says, "Well, I could play it," liar. Witcher 3. She
Nathan.
loves Geralt. She loves The Witcher. Hasn't beaten The Witcher 3.
Nathan is the only one.
That's
That's worthy of being in top 10, you think?
yes. That's my number 3 game, I think.
Fair enough. Number 4, Mass Effect 2.
Yes.
No.
So everybody but Jared?
I didn't.
Rebecca hasn't.
Yeah, I haven't played it.
Oh, so Nathan, that is by far the best of the 3 Mass Effect games. I guess it would be in the top 10, but just barely.
Nah, I think mine is just barely not in the top 10, but it's pretty close.
Yeah, it's right at the edge.
I think mine's like 11 or 12, I'd say. I actually prefer the first Mass Effect, but I can acknowledge that Mass Effect 2 is a better game.
EA actually, remasters them.
Right?
Well, like the ending to 2 was by far the best thing in the entire Mass Effect series.
It had great characters. I disagree with you, Greg. It had the best beginning in the Mass Effect series. That beginning part was fantastic.
The beginning part is really good.
I like the branching storylines and the fact that you can fuck up and not everyone lives and things play out differently. That was all
That's
really
what
good.
makes the ending the best.
Yeah, I liked it. I think if we're talking branching storylines, it's by far the best BioWare has done. Modern EA BioWare has done. I still think Fallout New Vegas is better in terms of story. But hey, I'm not going to fault anyone for liking Mass Effect 2.
What number are we on?
Number
We are
4.
on number 3.
That was, Mass Effect 2 is number 4.
Yeah, Mass Effect 2 is number 4.
Oh.
Number
What's number
3
three?
is the illustrious Chrono Trigger.
Yep, beat that one.
No.
Yep. Yep.
Wow.
Yep, yep, yep.
Yep.
I wrote a guide on that.
Nah, brown noser.
Number 2 is Final Fantasy 6.
No.
Yep.
No.
And number 1 is Skyrim,
Yep.
I cannot say yes.
which is
Everything but the main story means I can't say yes.
Well, I'm not sure you did everything. Just
Pretty much everything. I went into pretty much every location, cleared it out, stored all the shit from them, all the stories.
Skyrim is a really, really good game, but it's also a really, really overrated game.
I ran out of stuff to do, so I started doing the main story, and I got up to the top of the mountain, and then I was like, you know what, fuck this out.
Yeah, I mean, you're right there.
I could probably finish it in, like, a couple hours.
So, I mean, I'm gonna just share my top 10 list, and I'm already quibbling about things with it, but I posted it, so if I can ever get the Facebook page to load, that'd be fantastic. I was surprised by how much Fallout made it onto my top 10 list, but I had like a bunch of games that I considered contenders, and I was weighing them against each other. It all started when I was taking a shit, when I was sitting on my throne. I was like, just a list came together in my mind, and I was like, hey, that's fun, I might want to post that. So, there we go. Number 1, Baldur's Gate 2. Number 2, Final Fantasy 7. Number 3, The Witcher 3. Number 4, Fallout New Vegas. Number 5, Fallout 2. Number 6, Dragon Quest 8. Number 7, Planescape Torment. Number 8, Baldur's Gate. Number 9, Final Fantasy 10. Number 10, Fallout 3. That was my top 10 list. So, some surprising things is that no Dragon Age or Mass Effect made it into the top 10. But, I mean, like Mass Effect 2 and Dragon Age Origins are right there near the 10 spot. On second thought, I might want to move Dragon Quest 8 and Planescape Torment above Fallout 2, but, I mean, we're getting real fucking difficult at that point. I'm pretty comfortable with the top 3 as of this moment, though.
What did my total end up being?
Oh, yeah. Greg will read out those
adding them
totals. Oh, he's adding. Okay, so yeah. I'll just keep talking until Greg's ready.
I'm getting killed by Mr. Giant Lizard.
I don't find Final Fantasy VI nearly as compelling as everyone else does, but I've come to accept that people will pretty much rate Final Fantasy VI and 7 interchangeably. Like, one of those two is almost certainly the best Final Fantasy, and you're going to rate one of them really high, and the other one you probably won't care to rate quite so high at all, so it's just how things are. But yeah, I think Final Fantasy VII is far and away the best JRPG I've ever played. Followed really only closely by Dragon Quest VIII. Chrono Trigger would be in my top 20, not my top 10. As would probably Mass Effect 1, Mass Effect 2, Dragon Age Origins. So. But I didn't do a top 20, because I didn't want to think that hard. And I also have to point out that there are, like, the only games I feel comfortable rating are ones I've actually beaten, so there are some omissions, like I can't talk about Chrono Cross. I really can't fairly rate Final Fantasy VI, but from what I've played, it just didn't feel, you know, I wasn't feeling it like Final Fantasy VII, or even Chrono Trigger, which is from the same era, and I played Chrono Trigger in college, and I was like, you know, if I'd played this game when I was a fucking kid, I would have loved it, but I didn't get that from Final Fantasy VI, so I have no problem with rating Final Fantasy VI and kind of...
Well, there's some RPGs out there today, like Cosmic Star Haeravon. Like if that would have come out in the SNES era, that would have been a classic. It would have been right up there.
Probably not in discussion with. I mean, I don't know. Like I'd put Phantasy Star 4 in my top 20 of all time, but I thought that one was a really good game. So some games I haven't played.
The numbers.
Okay, go on with them.
So Rebecca, you got 12.
Yeah, that's
it's more than the 10 you thought it was.
Yeah, I don't know what you were omitting earlier.
I don't know. You didn't read the whole list to me.
Oh, yeah, probably not.
Was Nathan guessing you would have 10?
Yeah, about that. I guess I'd have about 34, 35.
Well, Dragon Age 2 wasn't on there, right?
No.
No.
And Witcher 1 isn't on there, so
Yeah.
I beat 14.
Jared came in third with 29.
Okay.
Nathan got second with 36.
Yeah, a little higher than I thought. I have an WRPG bias, Jared has a JRPG bias, and Greg neglects his children. That's all I get out of this list.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty hardcore neglect. I got 55.
Jesus.
Just shit.
I'm not even close.
I'm calling Child Protective Services.
Please don't.
Because you cannot be providing for them.
Yeah, there's this.
We were told that you played a lot of video games.
There's this crazy woman with a bunch of tattoos. Just find the house where some dude is playing a bunch of video games. Don't worry, he won't even notice you take them, unless you bring a bookshelf into the house. Then he might get upset.
Yeah.
I amuse myself.
To be fair, that bookshelf wasn't meant to hold games. So completely worthless.
Could it have been used to hold games anyways, or?
Completely worthless.
I'll take Greg's word for it.
You stupid thing.
No one cares about scrapbooking, for fuck's sakes. She is 20 years too young to be bothering with shit like that. Oh, who pulled him on his ass? Good job, whoever that
Yeah,
was.
Whoever did
apparently
that.
me.
Was that you, Rebecca?
Yeah, I was just trying to get to him.
Oh, good job. That was a good
I
accident.
still had to run up to him.
Because he was ready to pounce at Greg, and I was like, fuck, he's going to jump out of my attack combo, and Rebecca was like, yoink.
Ow. I don't like this guy.
I like him if he drops
Did
good
you
shit.
pull anything off of him?
Not yet. We have to destroy all his limbs. There goes something. His arm. And a leg. Wow. When it rains, it pours.
I think we just cut his other arm off there.
So I don't think that's bad, playing a third of the top 100 RPGs. I mean, there's a lot of shit out there.
Not just playing, beating.
Beating, yes. I feel really
If
bad.
we were playing, we'd all have much higher numbers.
I feel really bad that I haven't beaten Pillars of Eternity or Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2.
Or Vampire the Masquerade.
Or Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines. And it's a real travesty, in my opinion, that Divinity Original Sin 2 is not on that list. But I think it was made before the game came out. But still, that's a top 100 game from everything I've seen about it.
So from what I've seen, I think maybe there's 4 or 5 games on this list that are just bullshit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Destiny,
and they could have
come
used
on.
them for The Witcher 1, which
Yeah.
was quite enjoyable.
That's probably fair. But
The
that's
Witcher 1
not,
had a really good
like,
storyline. Its gameplay was kind of... Did anyone play the original Summoner?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but less bad. But it's still, you know, you're clicking a button kind of rhythmically at the right time to move on to the next combo. Except it, you know, had spells and other shit you could do, so...
I quite enjoyed The Witcher 1.
But it had a really good story, 3 different paths you could choose, and all the characters were flawed and yet compelling in a way that, at least for me, it made me not want to betray any of them. But you have to, and everyone hates you if you don't pick a side, because everyone hates a pussy who won't fucking make a decision. So it's really good from a story standpoint, and it's passable from a gameplay standpoint.
I helped to edit the guide that...
Yeah, she used my guide to play through it, and she corrected all my directions, so...
It's the one that gets the least emails of,
Yeah.
hey, fuckface,
That's,
you need to go in this
you said
direction.
west instead of east, and this one time you said east, so I have no fucking clue.
Yeah. And what the hell is that word? That's not a word.
Yeah, sometimes I just read back my old guides and I'm like, what the fuck did I do in this sentence? Because this looks like what's probably fucking... I can't remember his name. I was gonna make a joke. No, I fucked it up. Oh well.
Yeah, you did.
An abortion of a sentence. Ah! It looks like something that was hidden under Mitch McConnell's chin.
Oh.
Just a, what the fuck is this sentence? There you go. There's my joke. Fuck you, Turtle Boy, you piece of shit. But yeah, Witcher 3 definitely deserved to be on that list above a lot of those fucking games.
I would argue the first Grandia deserves to be on there too.
Probably. I mean, I can't argue when there's shit like
Destiny.
Destiny on there, yeah. That's a
fuck's
really
sake.
egregious one. None of the Borderlands games are worth putting up there instead of Destiny?
Yeah, Borderlands 2 has a pretty good story, doesn't it?
It's alright, yeah. Handsome Jack is the
Better
game
than
story.
Destiny's
Borderlands 2.
story.
Borderlands 2 is a lot better game than fucking Destiny.
Yeah, Destiny was, we don't have time to tell you why we can't... I don't have time to tell you why I don't have time. Remember that? Or if you want to learn more about this, go check out the card system, which is located on the internet.
Yeah, no, fuck that game.
Yeah, fuck that.
For lots of people like Final Fantasy 9. Final Fantasy 9 is not on there.
I was surprised by how few Final Fantasies were on there. And come on, no one's
Yeah,
telling me that
seriously.
Final Fantasy fucking 1 is better than Final Fantasy 9 or 8 or 12. I know they put it on there because it's iconic, but I'm sorry, it's not one of the top 100 RPGs.
Oh, God.
I pulled off one of his arms, I think. I was aiming for a wing, but...
Syllable.
What's that? His arms are?
Yeah, his wings are syllable.
Oh, yeah, I missed a wing. So I ended up pulling off an arm by accident, but... Hey, that's what I got 3 other players for. But, despite the results of this little experiment, I still will insist on calling myself an RPG expert. Or at least an aficionado. I think 36 gets me aficionado.
What's 55 get me?
Child abuse.
Child Protective Services.
That would be like 100, to be fair.
No, I think 55 is good enough, because RPGs tend to take more time than most other games.
Rebecca, who notoriously hates children, is not going to quibble with you on this matter of child abuse, Greg.
If I know anything, it's child abuse.
Oh, God.
Hey, I have to report that shit.
Yep, so you better watch your mouth. She is a, legal reporter? Mandated reporter?
Mandated reporter.
Yep. So, if she hears you smacking the crap out of your kid, she is legally obligated to tattle on you.
Smack my video games.
That reminds me, Rebecca, we need to make sure that Xbox 360 still works. I'm paranoid.
Why would it stop?
Because I'm paranoid.
Whatever. I don't give a shit. That's on you.
You're damn right.
I'm not even gonna get the card to get my money back until probably January.
As long as you get it.
I better get it.
Yeah, I don't love my niece that much. Shit. I barely even like her. Actually, I don't even like her at all. Especially not after the last birthday. Holy shit.
Oh.
But, does anyone have anything else gaming-wise to talk about? Things they've done, stories that I didn't cover.
Oh, I ripped this guy's other wing off.
That might be remastering Burnout Paradise.
Hmm.
What was that?
Definitely one. They might
Burnout
be remastering
Paradise?
Burnout Paradise, which is weird because that's the EA game.
Yeah,
Wow,
where
that
the
is
fuck is
weird.
our Dragon Age and Mass Effect remasters, you dicks? Still pissed that I was never able to get a complete edition of Dragon Age 2. Especially considering the fact that Dragon Age Inquisition storyline is based off of one of the Dragon Age 2 DLCs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sure was.
Which is
I
kind of
read up on
obscure.
it, but didn't play it.
Yeah. 13 minutes. Wow, that seems so much longer.
It didn't seem quite like that to me.
Let's see what this one unlocks us.
Maybe more titty armor.
Better be the tittiest armor ever.
Oh, man. You know what? Fuck the armor. Just have extra titties.
Yeah, I'm gonna be triple tits. Tri-tits. And go up a
Total
couple
Recall
sides.
tits.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
Exactly.
The TN of titties. Fuck. What was the other
Dork.
game?
Yeah, they announced more characters for Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Which ones were those? More super characters?
Barris, like the story that's on their thing. Barris from Dragon Ball Super Hit is from Dragon Ball Super, and then Goku Black.
That was a nice transition for you, Jared, because you just mentioned TN.
The TN of titties. What a great transition. This is so totally not titty armor, and I don't know why it's called dark matter armor when it's fluffy white shit.
They're
What the fuck,
stupid.
game? We just gotta move on, because I am not happy with this armor. Let's see.
Got, like,
Spawn orbit.
puffballs on it.
Outlast, Trophy Guide, and Roadmap. Oh yeah, I'm totally gonna platinum this game.
No, you're not.
No, I remember this one sounding pretty shit. If it's that bad that Greg's going, nope.
I was looking at the trophy list for this game and I was like, I'm probably gonna get like 5 of these trophies.
On what game?
This game. Totally.
Oh, you got more than 5. They gave Outlast a 3 out of 10?
That doesn't seem right.
Oh, it doesn't even have a platinum. Fuck that, I ain't buying this shit.
Hey, it's a fantastic game. Platinum or no. Come on, that should make you sit up and be like, oh, Greg says played even without trophies?
Oh, you changed your character, but you forgot to name it? How did you change your hair?
You can change that at any time.
Oh, you just can't rename yourself?
Yeah, I didn't want to keep stealing Greg's hair, so I changed it. I don't even remember what hair I had. Huh, that's not bad. Outlast 2. Trophy Guide. Difficulty rating. 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yes, you must beat the game on insane difficulty without reloading the camera battery for Saint and Messiah.
That is insane, because the camera is the only way you can see in the dark. So you pretty much have to memorize every single move you're going to do, and then back that shit up on a USB drive, because you're going to die and it's going to wipe everything.
The hardest trophy in the game can potentially stop a lot of people from getting the shiny platinum are Saint and Messiah trophies. You have to complete the entire game without charging the batteries in the camera while also playing on the hardest difficulty and without dying, else you'll be sent all the way back to the start of the game. You have 1 life, no checkpoints, and nearly all enemies will kill you with 1 hit. Since you cannot reload the batteries in your camera, you'll have to navigate most areas in pitch black darkness, so you'll have to memorize each chapter flawlessly. But with a lot of practice and perseverance, it is achievable. Outlast 2 is also a lot harder than the first game, mainly due to the fact there are a lot more enemies and the game is twice as long.
Do you know who has the capacity for that shit?
Not even Greg?
Andrew.
Andrew, yeah,
well, I mean,
he
aside
does.
from Greg.
Mm.
Because he fucking memorized Halo games.
Yeah. I swear he's autistic. Okay, so I think I'm going to buy this Vermintide thing.
Who's going to play with you?
I don't know. Anyone who's cool enough?
How much is it?
$7.50. No, $8.
$7.50?
$8.
$8? And what do you get out of it?
The DLC. And the base game again, but...
Who are you going to play with?
Oh, somebody just sent me $10.
Oh, so how's that thing doing?
Now you can buy it.
We might as well pimp that while we're on air, Greg.
Oh, is anybody watching? I didn't even check.
2 people besides me. Unless you're one of them, in which case 1 person besides us.
I am not watching.
Okay, 2 people. Go pimp it. Hurry up, Greg.
2 people. Okay.
3 people. Oh, no, that's you. Never mind.
Wait.
I just saw it tick up to 4, and I was like, no, Greg probably checked. To make sure I wasn't lying.
I'm still not on there.
Oh, well, hurry up before they leave.
This is a podcast primarily ran by guide writers. We write walkthroughs for video games online, if you didn't already know. And if you want to tell me what to write, which, Nathan, I'm still waiting for your dollar. I expect a fuck out of you at least.
I just didn't want to flood the thing.
If you want to tell me what to write, you can donate to my PayPal. $1 is 1 vote, and I will write for whatever the winner is. And so far, World of Final Fantasy is winning.
Oh, good God. I have to donate. That's a travesty.
I've got $18 so far, and I'm waiting on votes from 20. I'm waiting on 20 votes from other things.
I will vote just to make sure it's not World of Final Fantasy. Whoever voted for World of Final Fantasy, you wasted your money. I will make sure of it.
Okay.
You're not donating that much money to Greg?
Well, right now I only have to donate $3 to change things, so...
No, that's 10 votes.
Well, no, someone donated, $8 to Prey? So yeah, $3.
Oh,
I switched
yeah,
to...
you could make it Prey with free.
Yeah, you're goddamn right. It's much better than World of Final Fantasy.
Well, I actually looked at Prey. There's one guide for Prey. It was written by Prey.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay. So there's no guides for Prey.
And World of Final Fantasy, let me go check. No idea.
I played the demo for that, and I was just... Good God. You're stacking things on your fucking head, and the characters are little chibi monstrosities.
I have
There's one guide for World of Final Fantasy by somebody named Chris Williams.
I think Greg should write a Pillars of Eternity guide, except I want to write it, so fuck off, Greg.
Oh, God.
No.
I think I should do a Salt and Sanctuary guide.
Yeah, you should. I'll collab that one with you.
I should get it done. It would not take that long.
Yeah, I know.
I've written up the final boss already.
I'm aware. I have to go looking at my hard drives to find where all that media went. I refuse to believe it's gone. I've gotten better at archiving that shit. I think. I hope.
Maybe.
So Jared,
What?
if you put $3 on Prey, would you put $3 on World of Final Fantasy?
If I wasn't broke at Christmas.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fairly happy as long as it's not like some lame NIS RPG or something.
World of Final Fantasy?
It can't be that bad.
It just looks so stupid. Oops, I didn't even mean to do that.
Don't get me wrong, I'd much rather have Prey. Prey looks like it's Bioshock in space.
I didn't hear it was that good, but...
That's what it looks like.
Yeah. I have it. I have a nice shiny-ass steelbook for it, too.
And, Evil Within 2, some of the collectibles that you get are other Bethesda games. And there was one collectible in the game that I didn't know what the hell it was from, right? No idea.
Bethesda has other games besides Skyrim?
No.
Yeah, I guess they do.
They just make you think that sometimes.
You wouldn't believe it, but yeah, they kind of do. This collectible was just a coffee cup. I didn't know what the hell it was from, and somebody sent me an email saying that's the coffee cup from Prey. Like, okay, I did not know that.
I remember Prey being advertised for a long time, where that dude would be drinking from his coffee cup, then he'd go to the mirror and look at his fucking red-ass eyes, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? So...
Apparently, you can change your DNA in this game, and you can become a coffee cup.
I didn't know coffee cups had DNA, but...
That's my tale of Evil Within 2 and coffee cups.
Evil Within 2 is a game I do not have. And no, Greg,
really
I'm immune to your attempts to get me to buy things. I have Persona 5, and until I beat that, I'm not taking any more requests.
Well, hey, Persona 5 top 100 material.
To some people, we'll see how I feel about it. Ah, God, this demon is so fucking gross. It's great, though. Ah, I should have been smarter than to get hit by that. So yeah, go donate to Greg. Tell him what to write. Do a WRPG. My recommendations are Torment, Tides of Numenera, Divinity: Original Sin, something along those lines. Those guides need a game, and god damn it, Greg needs to expose himself.
Need a guide?
Yeah, that's what I meant. That. Don't get me to write it, because you'll get stupid shit like that in there. Get Greg to write it.
What? We have to fight it again?
This is his brother.
Whatever, twice the drops. Even though these things are old enemies that don't drop anything interesting, but whatever. So how the hell do you tell when they're about to, or when they're vulnerable to dropping? Or being grabbed? I know they're supposed to glow red, but is that only when you're using that sight ability?
I don't know.
Or does this one just start out vulnerable?
I just took off one of his legs.
I pulled off a horn.
I pulled off an arm.
This guy kind of got screwed.
There goes his other leg. I had a heavy attack saved up, whatever they're fucking called.
This guy who did a World of Final Fantasy guide, he actually has a star by his guide.
Oh, can't write for a game that already has a star. What would be the point of that?
Yeah, you should immediately remove that one from the list. Like, I'm sorry, this one's not valid.
No, he just put a caveat saying he's not going to write a guide for a game that already has like 1 million guides. So no Final Fantasy VII.
Or sports games, or racing games.
Yeah. Greg doesn't get to join the illustrious ranks of people who have written great Final Fantasy VII guides.
I'd do remake if they voted for it.
Oh my god.
I'm sure that's gonna have its own age, right?
Yeah, I'm not even worried about doing the remake because I'm so totally obviously writing that. And Jared is so totally obviously writing that, and Claire is so totally obviously writing that. I'm pretty sure when the remake comes out, that's what Gamer Guides is doing for the next 2 months, at least.
Oh, you're acting like they're going to put out the whole game.
No,
I'm for a month because it would just be the first episode.
I'm talking part by part. So, hey, they say it's supposed to be each part's supposed to be a full thing. So,
I like the full disc.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see how much they're expanding it, how much they're bloating it up with garbage. But I don't know. I mean, if push comes to shove, I don't think Jared should get to write it, because Final Fantasy VI is his favorite one, so I say, Jared, if they make a Final Fantasy VI remake, it's all yours, buddy. Fair's fair.
Fine by me, then I guess I get Dragon Quest 8.
What? You got Dragon Quest 7. It's my turn.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Now we got Dragon Quest 11 that we both want to write for too, so it's like,
Yeah, if you take 8, Jared gets 11.
Ooh, that's rough. Jared will split 11.
That's fine by me.
Jared can do the racing. I'll do the fun stuff. Fucking horse racing.
Oh, that's Tony. For the record, that was Tony that put that in.
World of Final Fantasy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the guy that thought that level in Final Fantasy 15 was the best level in gaming ever.
Well, fuck that guy.
That's the final one, right?
That's the optional one where you get the black hood.
What's the name of it?
I can't remember what it's called. Jared knows.
I forget. I don't remember.
But
Yeah,
fuck this
what?
game and fuck this area and fuck it all to hell.
No, I like
Hey,
the
you're-
dungeon.
Like, I'm enjoying Final Fantasy 15 more than you said I would.
Well, then you have bad taste.
For the record.
Prompto doesn't just annoy the fucking piss out of you
I
to the
thought
point
that-
where you just can't stand to play it.
I thought the gameplay was insufferably shallow and tedious. The storyline was basically non-existent and went nowhere and just had narrative threads appear and vanish without any adequate conclusion or explanation. The main characters, except for Gladiolus, were all insufferable, and Gladiolus was on the verge of being insufferable. Magic system was an absolute joke. The open world was bland and boring as shit. Fishing was good, though. I'll go with that.
That's why they made a VR fishing game.
So yeah, I gave it a 6.5 out of 10, and I don't regret that.
Yeah, and in the little thing for it, he talks to Prompto. Fuck that game.
Yeah, I mean, I can't play the VR fishing one because they're all like talking to each other. I'm like, no. That's the one thing I would want to avoid in playing anything Final Fantasy is having to hear more Prompto.
That's why there's a mute button.
Okay.
There's not a kill Prompto button though, and that's what it would take at this point.
At least you get to fight Noctis and beat the shit out of him and use his DLC.
Yeah, but it's not canon. Okay, so I bought that Vermintide thing.
They advertised it.
Why did you buy
Speaking of
that
spoilers,
Vermintide
there's a
thing
new
if
Star
no one
Wars
else is
movie
buying it?
out.
I don't need everyone else to play with me. Greg will buy it. I know he will.
No, I got budget.
He ain't got no budget.
Thank you, Jared. I love you.
Wait, what?
Ugh.
Welcome to Walmart. I love you.
Oh, the healing? Or...
No, not on the web.
Oh, okay. Oops. There we go.
I
Jesus Christ.
regularly get you guys out of, like, being stunned and shit, but every time I'm stunned, you guys leave me there.
Oh, this is the next grade of these things?
6.
Okay. This thing's body parts are still falling off awful quick.
This is the other variant.
Yeah, I see it's dropping different parts. Oh, right. I bought Steins Gate, that Steins Gate anime.
I've not watched it.
They have it on sale, Blu-ray on Amazon for like $11. That is not a bad price for
it. You haven't watched it, no?
No.
No,
It hasn't come in yet. I just bought it earlier today. Or yesterday, or... No, earlier today.
I watched the Danganronpa anime, and, I mean, just compared to the game, it is kind of worthless.
Yeah. I'm hoping this is better. I actually like the... So far, I've liked the story of Steins Gate, so... I need to stop following a trophy guide for it and just, I think, play the game until I beat it. And then go through and do all the story.
If you make saves at the start of every chapter, you'll be okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm almost at a point where the guide tells you to start making saves and go on divergent paths. I think at this point I'm willing to just play the game blind and make up for it with another quick skip everything that's not useful playthrough. So. 'Cause I really want to finish that one off. Be nice to get that plat by the end of the year. Oh, now he's all mad.
Yeah, he brought a friend too.
What friend?
That fucking big ass cat.
Oh. Oh, is this a variant of the other cat? If he's all black.
He's a sky shredder. So yes.
What's the other one? Wind Shredder?
Wind shredder.
So we're fighting 2 high-level variants. How the hell did you know when to do that, Jared?
What?
Grab it.
I didn't.
Oh.
Are you talking about the cat?
Yeah.
I did that.
Oh. Okay, I see
Got rid of
that.
his fucking tail so he stops wind slashing us.
Oh, that wasn't you intercepting one of its attacks. Okay.
No, that was me ripping its fucking tail off.
He tried to do his Wind Slasher attack, and all I did is shake his butt at me.
Yeah,
That's funny.
That's exactly why I did it, because that shit fucks me up all the time. I said, fuck your tail, you fucking twat.
Okay. So what about Final Fantasy 15 do you think I'm wrong about, Greg? Just curious.
Prompto is annoying, but he's not, dear God, I want to shut this game off annoying.
Jeez,
I
I don't
walked
know.
out of the room repeatedly because I couldn't stand Prompto. Just watching it. I couldn't stand him.
Jared, does Prompto mute the game annoying?
Yeah.
Okay. You're the minority here. Not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying your opinion isn't a popular one.
The gameplay is... I mean, it's fairly simple, but I mean, you can tilt the directional buttons and go do different attacks and stuff, right?
Yeah. I just never saw much of a need to do it until I was doing like endless aerial combos, and then I would just circle around enemies and stay behind them. And that was the only strategy I really ever bothered with.
Your guys' Matamas level up all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even really pay attention to what's going on anymore. I just check at the end of a play session and go, oh, that happened. Groovy. Because they just give you so many trivial little updates. It's like, okay, I don't care. So his front paw's got to come off. How are you not just totally mortified by the magic system in that game?
Magic system is pretty And I say that mainly because all I ever freaking use is the Xperia cast. Like, the other options may as well not be there. But I do like that you can add items. Like, adding items to the magic makes it way better. Way better. Way more options.
Nah, still not nearly enough.
Yeah, that's where nearly all the options in the magic system come from.
I'm just saying, overall, it's still not enough options, really.
I guess I'm learning new spells right now, because I just learned how to do death. And that should tell you where I'm at, like, in this story.
What?
Shouldn't it?
Oh. I mean, I know where you're at. You're right at the end. You're about to do the last chapter, so you just got done with the ice place.
No idea if I have all the arms or not.
I think one of his arms is still there. Yeah, his front left arm is still. It's almost gone. Yep, there it goes.
Oh.
This fucker doesn't stay down long, does he? Okay.
If I could just get a good shot at this guy. There we go. Pick off his other front claw thing.
And you only got snow parts. God, he's so much easier without his fucking tail.
I know.
Good call, Rebecca, on there.
I mean, he had nothing else to break, so I might as well use my ability and fuck him up.
Yeah, may as well. Ooh, Miyatama.
Okay. So I think that'll do it for the 78th episode of the 3G podcast. Let me make sure that's right.
Oh, shit.
78, yeah. So I think we'll just about hit 80 by the end of the year. Rebecca, you won't be with us for podcast 80.
If that schedule gets approved.
Yeah. 79 will be the, I guess is that on Christmas? When is that?
Christmas Eve.
That's Christmas Eve. Oh, fuck. Well, I don't have any young kids I need to lie about, so. Fucking Santa.
Kids will definitely be in bed, right?
How far into this whole Christmas thing do you go? Are you going to be eating cookies and shit? And
yeah, I eat cookies and drink milk.
Okay, that's what my family does. They have no qualms about lying. Yeah, it's pretty basic. Scourge.
The Sadie is making some sort of book for Santa. She was showing it to me today. And I'm like, Santa doesn't want a book. Santa wants milk and cookies.
Santa does not get capitalism, does he?
No, he really doesn't. That's pretty obvious. He also very much believes in slave labor.
Well, I mean, the elves ask for it.
They don't count. They're not people. They're elves. You can enslave animals.
So, what else do I need? Spiky tongues.
They do it to elephants and
How the
shit.
fuck do I get spiky tongues? We need to grind for some of those. That's what I'm saying.
Are we still playing? What the
You should
shit is
try
Jared
out,
wearing?
Hey, Rebecca.
You look like a weird fox. What?
We should try out 7 Days to Die.
I think you guys will like it. For the graphics.
Do we want to do that?
Right now, though?
I don't know.
Yeah, why not?
Well, Greg, what do you work next week? Is your schedule normal?
I always do Tuesday through Friday now.
Okay. So Greg's off all tomorrow. We could just... Because we're not really doing anything gamer guides wise. I mean, I got Assassin's Creed Origins pretty well done. So we're on the low volume period. This is when we can play anything and fuck around and waste time. So...
I'm not sure how much of this I want to play. I was playing for a few hours before we got on the podcast, so...
You don't want to try 7 Days to Die?
I don't know that I want to try it right now, but...
Yeah, up to you.
Shit, tomorrow I have to make treats for my coworkers.
And you have to set up all kinds of shit.
I don't have to do that tomorrow. You can eat a dick.
Rebecca.
And you could have done it at any point.
Okay, so you're going to give me carte blanche to set shit up? Because I've been eyeing some things in your room that would be better off in a garbage can.
You're better off in a garbage can.
Because you've got a computer and a PS3 that need a home, and I'm sick of you abandoning them.
Do we? Hey, we need another Ethernet cable.
No, we
'Cause
don't.
I don't have one for the PC.
Oh.
I have that splitter, but I don't have one for the PC.
Okay, I'll buy another fucking Ethernet cable. How long does it need to be? Oh, right.
Not very long. Like
Right.
6
Yeah,
feet
because we
would
got that
probably do
splitter.
it.
Okay. Five
You
feet.
just gotta be careful with splitting, because
Yeah, why not get a 15-foot one?
I don't need 15 feet.
It's only $1 more and has better ratings.
Ugh. How much is it?
$6.
Yeah, Cat 5 was pretty cheap.
What is?
Cat 5, what?
Yeah, it can be called whatever. I'm just going to continuously refer to it as Cat 5.
Oh, the cable?
Yeah.
This is Cat 6, motherfucker.
Of course it is. It's Cat 5.
I don't care what it is. It's got the Ethernet pluggy, and that means it works, right?
It's probably like Cat 6B or some nonsense.
I don't give a
6B.
cat half a fuck.
I have a cord that I can use for the PlayStation 3, but not the PC.
Okay, well, there you go. Now you have another cord coming in, so you have no excuse.
I also have to find out where the fuck I'm gonna plug this shit. Shit, you took the other fucking, what's it called? Thing with the
HDMI?
multiple outlets.
No, I don't. I only use
Power
one.
strip.
Oh, are we using
There's
that one by
on
the computer?
Yeah, and then there's the other one, which
well,
you have all your shit in there.
We're gonna have to run to Walmart then.
I can do that Tuesday.
Okay.
Because I think I have another outlet. I have to figure out where I can plug all this shit in is the problem, because I have one outlet on the wall.
Sounds like something we can get started with, don't it?
Sounds like something you can eat a dick with. Maybe now we can start it, but
Dragon.
probably
Okay.
not.
Okay, well,
I want to kill the dragon.
in this game,
There's
Okay.
a dragon.
we can kill a dragon,
I
but
was fighting a dragon.
I want to
Kick my
go... Yeah, let's kill the dragon, see what it drops, and then if it doesn't drop any better armor, I want to go get some... What do we need? Spiky tongues. Because I have everything else I need in abundance. I just need spiky tongues. Actually, it says... In the bestiary, encyclopedia... Materials, where is that at?
There's a frog enemy that drops the spiky tongues.
I know.
I don't know where they are though.
Well, we clearly got them before. I wish I told you. Is there a way I can sort these?
It's thorn tongue.
That's a spiky tongue in the crafting thing. Or is that the name of the monster?
Tongue is
So,
the name
hey.
of the enemy.
Okay.
I got some Final Fantasy 15 experts here.
Oh.
What is the best place to get the Angling Expert trophy at?
Fishing?
Matter? Yeah,
What's the actual requirements for that one again?
just master it. Maximum fishing level.
Just fish.
Yeah, I did a lot. You know, at the end of, I think, chapter 2, when you go to that gas station at the beginning?
The Hammerhead?
No, the other gas station. Like, it starts out, after you defeat that fort where you fight that first mech, that big mech.
I think I
Probably
did a
on
lot
the
of
south
fishing
side.
up in northwest.
There are some ponds. You know those big ponds where the Catoblepus are?
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking
I did a lot of fishing in those places. Oh. Someone fucked up with their microphone. But yeah, that's where I did a lot of fishing. I can't say it's any better than anywhere else, but...
What the shit?
Nah, that was Rebecca unplugging shit. Now I hear my stupid voice in my own ears.
Well, apparently walking down to the kitchen cut the Bluetooth on my controller off.
Oh, well, yeah, it does that. Okay. But yeah, that's where I did it in those ponds. You get you get some fish that are fairly big and easy to catch at the same time. I can't say it's any better or worse than anywhere else. That's where I did it. So. Alright. And that'll be all for this podcast. I guess we're going to go kill a dragon and then, we'll decide what to do from there.